Why does that not surprise me?
But then I was told after the fact that they were indeed represented. So,
Oh, okay. Well, at least somebody had a good head on their shoulders.
Somebody
I guess.
swam in from Miami to check out ECU Pro Day.
Sure it wasn't Chandler?
Could have been. He has been known to swim long distances.
Yeah, he does.
So I was told like 30 teams were there. I don't know who wasn't represented. It was a good group of scouts. 16 former Pirate players participated today in Pro Day, and I think I saw a guy in a Lenore Ryan shirt. Sometimes guys from smaller colleges will come to Greenville for Pro Days. I heard unofficially J.D. Lampley ran a 4.940. That was the talk out there. And Anthony Smith, I was told, ran a 4.41 on his first 40. And then another source, who we may talk to later this week, said he ran in the 4.3s. But again, these are all unofficial. They don't tell us any of this stuff. We have to kind of find it on our own. And maybe, I haven't heard the interviews yet, maybe Anthony or Mike Wright told Zach Kaplan what the scouts told them as far as numbers go. But these were just the unofficial numbers that were being thrown around out there. Let me real quick say left side.
Strong side.
What's up, Sean?
What's up, Clipper?
How you doing?
Doing good. I think Mike Wright will get on an NFL team just because of his personality. I bet he will dominate the interview process.
I hear you. Do you mean that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to talk about how great of a guy he is.
I know.
And how good of an interview he is. As he should be. He's been in college football a long time, since 2020. Played his 6th year here at East Carolina. Hopefully he did enough today to get some interesting looks from some pro scouts.
Yeah, one of the
talking about you grew up here a little bit.
God, we should have had you out there. He
a little bit.
Definitely one of those guys that's going to be successful in life, no matter what path he chooses. The chat is up. Thank you, Chandler. I kind of want to ask why wasn't it up when we started the show?
I don't know. I came in.
That was on me.
It's okay.
You're tapping the chest on that one?
I am tapping the chest because Tanner and Josiah both had the cameras up, but we couldn't get them to connect. I was trying to connect them. I had the wrong app open, and thankfully I had asked Chandler to do a favor for me to pick up some glasses I had left behind, and if Chandler had not come back here...
You're the favor guy today.
Yes.
He was the man today.
I got to head out for a second. Can you just take over?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Shirley, way to lead from the front and take it. I appreciate that. That's great.
It's my fault.
I went and got those glasses. I beatboxed in here like, hey, I got her glasses. And I walked in and said, Chandler, you need to get in here now. And I'm like, well, here's your glasses. Get in here.
Yeah, I was dropping several curse words, and I'm like, Chandler, get in here.
I was like, well, I haven't done this in a while, but I will try my best. But I believe we are up and running.
We are. Good to go. Thank you, Chan Man and crew. Tanner's here. Josiah's here. Shirley as well. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now. He says Pirates favored tonight on DraftKings. Robert says, can you imagine if it was on turf? Well, we talked about that while at Pro Day. Why are we not doing this on turf?
On the practice field.
Which is where they used to do it. In fact, when I showed up today and nobody was out there, I was like, crap, did I miss it? Is everybody gone? And I remembered, no, they've moved things to Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. They used to do it on the practice field. And my assumption is when the indoor is finished, everything will be in there.
Yeah, I mean, you would assume so, and I guess that's going to be turf. But yeah, I think last year was the first.
You think it will?
I mean, maybe it's natural.
Be like a greenhouse type of thing.
Yeah, it might be like the Arizona Cardinals stadium. I believe they have their grass go outside. They move it outside to get some sun.
Okay.
I mean, depending on how fancy this thing is.
You never know.
You never know how fancy this thing's going to be. But no, last year was the first year they did it inside Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. And I thought it was, there's a lot more space for people to do more drills, I believe. But yeah, looking forward to for the indoor practice facility to be complete, which is actually going up pretty nicely right now. Pretty
a lot of stuff going on, man. Just and you Pirate fans have seen it, but driving through today with like no games going on, but you see the baseball construction going on up close,
Yep.
the indoor construction going on. So, yeah, a lot happening.
Yeah, a lot
Progress.
happening.
All right. PJ says, hey. Lane is pretty optimistic when it comes to the Pirates. Says 0-4 week for the Pirates coming up.
Oh, Lane.
0-4.
I saw him over the weekend.
As did I.
It seemed like he was in a good mood, but I guess that Sunday loss, that ugly Sunday loss to UAB, put him down.
Lane's a big "what have you done for me lately" guy. I think he had the Pirates winning 16 in a row at one point and backtracked on that after a loss or two. I said this yesterday, Chandler, and I'd like to get your take on it, being out at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And you know what? I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to let you think during the break. Can you do one more segment?
Yeah, sure.
We got the Mully Man coming up around 3:30. I want to see if we can get J-Bone on next segment. But what is the temperament from Pirate baseball fans you talk to at your tailgate inside Clark LeClaire? Because the vibe seems kind of down, but they've won 8 out of 10 and have a huge week coming up. So I want to get your take on that. And we'll have more with the chat gang. We'll take a break and see if we can hook up as well with Jarrett Watkins from Pirate Radio as he heads to Durham for ECU and Duke. We'll be back with you, Pirate Radio Live, Hour 1, after this.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Close your eyes and picture this. Sizzling fajitas hitting the table, fresh seafood bursting with flavor, and a handcrafted margarita waiting in your hand. That's the experience waiting for you at La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood on 10th Street in Greenville. From brunch with friends to a quick lunch break, La Tavara brings the taste of the coast and the heart of Mexico together in every bite. So when you're hungry for something fresh and unforgettable, make it La Tavara Mexican Kitchen and Seafood, 10th Street in Greenville, or online at latavara.restaurant.com.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Pirate fans, there's nothing like a home game at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium, and it takes all of Pirate Nation to make it so special. Season tickets are on sale now, starting for as low as $75 a ticket. Payment plans and other season ticket benefits are available to those who lock in their tickets early. For more information or to purchase your tickets, head to ECUPirates.com or call the ECU Athletics ticket office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates! Pirates.
What's up, y'all? This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church. Easter is the time of hope, joy, and new life, and you're invited to celebrate with us at Eastern Pines Church in Greenville, North Carolina. Join us on April 3rd with an inspiring night of music at our Good Friday concert at 7 p.m. Then bring the whole family Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. for our community Easter egg hunt, and celebrate the victory of Jesus with uplifting worship Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m. Come worship with us on April 5th at Eastern Pines Church on Portertown Road or online at easternpineschurch.com.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
This is Jacob Jenkins Cowart, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for quality roofing you can trust? Call the Boone Group Roofing, proudly serving all of Eastern North Carolina. Owned and operated by Toot Boone, they offer no money down and back their work with a 5-year workmanship warranty. Find them on Facebook and Instagram to see their latest projects and satisfy customers. When it comes to your roof, don't settle. The Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game. Call Toot today at 714-0021. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Man, went to Pro Day 10:15ish or so, Chandler, and I don't know, I guess I overestimated my toughness or underestimated how cold it was going to be. But man, she was cold.
It was cold out there?
It was cold, and when the wind started blowing, so I'm triple layered. I had this hoodie on and I had this jacket in my car, so I went jacket over hoodie.
Good God, man!
Yeah, and I'm pretty good right now, but feeling comfortable. So
the North Carolina weather is just really weird. I know a couple of weeks ago it was 75 degrees. In like an hour and a half, it was 45. Yesterday it was like in the low 80s all day, and then by the time I got to sports trivia,
it got cold last night.
It got cold last night,
yeah.
And I was like, "What in the world's going on?" But that's North Carolina weather for you.
Hey man, it's drunk right now.
I'm telling you, it's drunk weather.
Yeah, I tell you. So that sucked, and then I feel like this pro day, which just has nothing to do with ECU. It's run by the scouts out there, but really felt like it dragged on, and we'll have to ask Zach later this week what time it finally wrapped up. But I feel like usually I'm able to do an interview or two before coming back here for the Brian Bailey show, before noon, but not this year. That thing went on forever.
I think last year was the same way. I remember I went out there last year, wasn't able to make it this morning, but last year I remember being like, man, when is this thing going to be over? Like, it just seemed like, and when you thought that it was over, they were like, all right, let's get these cones up and let's do a 3-cone drill. And I'm like, I thought you guys already did that. So, and I believe there was more people participating last year than this year, but yeah, it is definitely seems like it's dragging on more.
I just think every school does this, and these scouts are all over the country,
around,
and only a minuscule number of guys that they're even watching will be of any relevance moving forward. So it's kind of a lot to do, a lot of do for nothing, but like you've got to
find that diamond in the rough.
You got to, yeah. And we were talking about it today on this year's team, who could be playing preseason football next year. I think Anthony Smith will.
Anthony Smith.
You give J.D. Lampley a shot?
J.D. Lampley, yeah. I'm trying to think of some of those other defensive players. And then some of them that actually made an impact kind of went on early and decided to transfer for another year, where you thought maybe they were going to quit and go to the NFL. Does Marlon Gunn get a shot? Does he make a roster?
I don't think
know,
so.
But, I mean, like you were talking about the scouts being out there, but they're looking for a guy like a Jaquan McMillan, who has made a huge impact. A Keaton Mitchell, who's made a huge impact and is getting paid by the Chargers right now. So I don't know. It just depends on how it's a numbers game when it comes to the pro days. I mean, it's not really about the athleticism. It's like, hey, how fast did he run? How big is his hands? What's his his width, his arm width? It's just, I don't know.
What's your arm width?
I don't know.
That's length. What's your width?
Oh, I don't know.
Nobody measures the arm width anymore. Everybody measures length. What about the width? What's your arm height?
2 foot.
All right. Jerry says hello.
Hello, Jerry.
Hello.
Hey, Jerry Bear.
He says, John is truly the sports guy, the Mike Wright of Pirate Radio. John made me mad the other day. But
I'm sorry. About cheering for the Kentucky ending?
No, that made me mad. But this one frustrated me. I think this had more to do with what you were partaking a little bit. But do you even remember this? When so we had, oh man, my bet of the day Saturday, Dame Sarr for Duke to score 10 plus points. I gave you that.
Yes.
You parlayed it with Duke minus 12.5, and was kind of worried about Sarr. He ended up getting it late. It was awesome. He had 11 points. But let's see. TCU had the ball in a half-court set. Do you not remember this?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
I do.
And I said, I need a breakaway here. A breakaway. And I was kind of talking to myself, the TV. You know when you're watching a game, you're talking to the TV and talking to those around you. So we need a breakaway here. And Chandler said, you pulling for TCU? I said, what? He said, who you pulling for? And I said, well, I got Sarr, but you got Duke. I'm not pulling for TCU. I'm pulling for Sarr. And you were like,
I got confused.
You said breakaway. I was like, yeah, a breakaway dunk off a turnover. Sarr is playing. It looked like a 1-2-2. He was like way outside the 3-point line. Perfect opportunity for him to get a breakaway dunk.
I thought you meant like TCU to get a breakaway.
There's no breakaway in the half-court offense. I told you that then, and I'm telling you that now. You can't possibly break away when your team is just setting up, passing the ball around the perimeter.
You can get away and break off.
You can do a getaway, but not a breakaway.
Oh, so when it's half-court, it's a getaway.
Getaway sticks. But I did one of my classic get mad at Chandler and tell him he's not a sports guy.
Yeah.
Get frustrated.
Hey, that happens every so often. But I do apologize from the first day of college. If this was Friday, actually, Kentucky. That Kentucky game was crazy, and I forgot that you had Kentucky.
You didn't forget.
I was in the March Madness moment. At that point, I was Mr. March.
I had Santa Clara under team total. We clearly talked, me, you, and Mark, about it not going to overtime.
I know. And that all went out the window because March was here.
And I understand that. That's fine. You got excited. Anytime you see a half-court shot in March, you're going to get excited.
And I was like, oh, my God. And you were like, yeah, you're out here cheering. I was like, I'm sorry. I forgot. I know we just talked about this 3 seconds ago, but
for some reason, the breakaway thing frustrated me more than that, Chandler. I don't know.
I apologize.
But Jerry says, Chon is truly the sports guy, the Mike Wright of Pirate Radio.
Thank you.
All right. Lane says, he talks like a caveman. No believe in the Phillies this year. He told me
just like a Phillies fan. No believe
in Phillies this year. He told me that on Saturday when I saw him.
He said it just like that?
He said no believe.
He said, Clip, no believe.
Last year, some believe in Phillies. This year, no believe in Phillies.
He no believe in Pirates Week.
Robert says, Shirley, can you bring out the go to hell, get a job?
Go to hell! Get a job!
All right. That's what Carolina fans are saying to Hubert Davis right now.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there's been any resolution there, correct?
Correct. Which, I mean, Zach Kaplan was showing me the other day. Jones Angel, the longtime play-by-play voice for the Tar Heels.
Friend of the show.
And he tweeted out, I believe, on Sunday and said that there was a postponement in his coach's show. And then there was I believe, end of the year meetings was also postponed. So the writing was on the wall there that Hubert Davis was going to get the boot in Chapel Hill.
What's that all about? And I haven't heard this name. He's probably too old. But man, and I would hate this to happen because I'm a huge fan of this guy. But Kelvin Sampson returning to the state of North Carolina to take over North Carolina. You don't think them fans, after what they've seen, wouldn't like to see that toughness on the court and those guys diving for balls and playing defense and running up and scoring and the type of talent he can bring in?
Well, that's a Kelvin Sampson team for you.
I hope it doesn't happen because I love Kelvin Sampson. I love what he's done at Houston. And maybe he's just there till the end. It has seemed like he's been maybe a little frustrated with not his money, but like money to spend with players and facilities and that stuff. So I don't think he's like looking to get out, but how could he turn down coming home to his home state and coaching, the flagship?
He definitely deserves it. And he's also done a good job in this NIL era of keeping players around.
They've got at least 3-4 guys from last year's championship game team.
And that's something we're not seeing from really anybody except Kelvin Sampson at Houston. So I believe if it's offered to him, I believe that he'll take the job. I was listening to the Brian Bailey show in the second chance of the Sweet 16. Was it Kim Wallington that said that Rick Pitino was going to win the national championship then take his talents to Chapel Hill? Or did I hear that wrong?
I thought it was a different coach.
Or maybe it was a different coach.
It was a different coach.
Okay, but no. The question is who's Carolina going to get? And they've gone. I mean, I guess
was it? I think it might have been Iowa State's coach, Otzelberger, which I like him a lot too. But
and this will be the first time. Well, and they got Roy from Kansas. But after him, they went within the program. So this is going to be the first time they have to go outside the program.
Well,
unless they get somebody that's on the staff.
But Roy's a family member. Matt Daugherty wasn't on the staff.
Yeah.
But he was a Carolina guy. I mean, this will be the first time they go outside the family, I think, in decades and decades and decades. Jamie, so I asked you, what's your vibe check on ECU baseball personally?
Personally, look, we've said this a lot, and you say it all the time, that as long as Cliff Godwin's the coach, you have, I believe. It's frustrating, especially the way the season started. And now that we're seeing these injuries happen, Van Kempen was really starting to, light things up. I mean, and what was frustrating is that his last outing before he got hurt had 14 strikeouts, but the Pirates lose 1-0. So there has been a lot of frustrating pieces to this season so far. But to be 6 games over 500, and to have that one tie, which I think is ugly in the record, but I think we'll be fine. I guess the jungle crowd and the Pirate fans out at the baseball games vibes that I'm getting is just frustrated. One, I can tell right now, like the Josh Thomas, Jared Plummer, all those guys that are usually in the jungle lot, their vibes are off just because they're in a different location.
I said that would happen.
That's just been a weird vibe. And look, they're still having fun. They still have some awesome food, awesome drinks. But the vibe out there is just different. And then just the way the season has started, and especially these injuries that are coming about for East Carolina, they're definitely frustrated. But you hear those people that say, hey, the year that we hosted a super regional against Texas, what happened that started that year? We got swept by Bryant. So people are bringing that up when we talk about the start against Xavier. But yeah, I think I would say the vibes are down right now. But it's weird because you said that East Carolina has won 8 of the last 10 games. So
I think you set it up well. Jamie says it well. I'm fine with the performance of the team. Want to play the best ball at the end of the year. The starter injuries are the downer. I think the injuries, looking ahead, is
especially
kind of
the way Van Kempen was starting to play and perform. And he kind of started out slow, and then he had a dominant performance in Durham against Carolina. Then, of course, he had that 14 strikeout game against Penn. And then just, and then Jack Herring's back, thank goodness, but he had a little scare there. And some of the injuries that we've had this year happened like pregame, like as they were ready to go. And Jack Herring was one of them. So I don't know. I think we'll be fine, of course, with Cliff Godwin at the helm, but I think the expectation for East Carolina baseball has grown over the years.
Yeah.
And it continues to grow. And even though the Pirates did not have a good regular season last year, the hope and the expectation for this year was built on the postseason and the run they went on and the way they looked like the old East Carolina baseball that we're used to seeing. So I think the expectations each year grow to where if the Pirates are just, 4 or 5 games over 500 at this point in the season, it's a disappointment. But there's plenty of season left.
I mean, yeah, a lot of ball to be played, a lot of hockey left. Steve says, "Hey yo,
hey yo."
Hey, yo. Mike P says, got to get that lid clip. It's pretty sweet. This is a Shirley Rhodes special here. Thank you, Shirley.
Hornets getting to the 9th spot tonight with a win thanks to a Heat loss last night.
17.5 favorites tonight is Charlotte. Jamie says, Clip and Jared get irritated a lot. Mike P says, Kelvin Sampson goes to UNC to win a title. To finally win a title, unless you have a future on Houston. I have a future on Houston and Arizona. So that is my dream championship matchup for this year. This could be the year Houston does it because this is the first year I hadn't picked them to do it in a long time. But you did, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I did 2 brackets, and one is Houston and one is Arizona. So,
thanks for hanging, Chain.
Yeah, no problem, guys.
Can you center us up a little bit?
I can.
Center me up.
I might try to be back for Bryce's segment. I was talking to him yesterday at the Jay Glazer event. By the way, what a great event that was.
Yeah.
Great turnout, packed house at Harvey Hall. And, of course, you could point out Bryce Williams in the crowd, his all 6'8" of him. And he was like, when you going to come back on the show with me, Chon? And I was like, man, I might can do it tomorrow. So if I don't get back here today, I will definitely try next week.
All right. Center me up.
Gotcha.
When we return, the Mully man, Mike Mullis, joins us to talk baseball and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday after this.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_ Pitt County.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
You know what it is. This is your man, Petey Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Looking for a great meal in the heart of downtown Greenville? Come on down to 5th Street to Hardware and Tap Room. Whether you're craving a juicy burger, a fresh seafood basket, or a tasty sandwich or wrap, they've got something for everyone. Grab a bite with friends, relax on the patio, and enjoy the cozy, welcoming atmosphere. The next time you're in downtown Greenville, make it a point to visit 5th Street Hardware. Great food, great company. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's your host, Clip Barak.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Mike Mullis joining us. Mully said he would give us a knuckleball at the start of the broadcast for Friday's game. East Carolina and UAB, and turned it on, and sure enough,
I delivered.
Looking like
Phil Decro.
Yeah, I didn't want to say Tim Wakefield. I wanted to go with somebody else. Necro has R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey. R.A. Dickey. You know, he was a hard thrower until all of a sudden he wasn't, and he picked up the knuckleball.
He was very Kurt Warner to me, Mully, where I guess he had been around, but when he came on the scene as a knuckleballer, I'd really never heard of him.
You remember he wore the necklace with like the alligator tooth or whatever on it, the real kind of weird, and did the big jump over the lines, and just kind of a
quirky dude.
Kind of a different dude.
Yeah. All right. Jelaine asking, will Mully be doing the tiebreakers inside the dugout with Mike Mullis tonight?
I will be. I'm going to go up there. If anybody comes up, we'll hang out. I don't know that with it being a 4 o'clock start time, it's kind of strange. There's a lot of high school baseball in the area tonight, so we didn't know how all that would interfere. But I'm going to go up and watch the game. So certainly, man, I'll be available, and we'll talk ball. Be happy to. We're still trying to figure out Friday night too. Obviously, a huge series for East Carolina with UTSA. The challenge there is Duke plays at 7:30, and the Pirates would not start until 7. So if people have opinions on that and want to share them on social media, hey, let's roll, or let's let's watch the Dukies, or whatever your opinion is. You're not going to make me angry, but we're just trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out what we're trying to give the people what they want, and then you roll into Saturdays at 3 o'clock time. We're kind of thinking we're going to go there, but
again, we're trying to balance everything with March Madness.
Yeah.
We know how important that is to folks.
It is a busy weekend of sports and should be a lot of fun. Huge week for Pirate baseball. Mully, kind of one of the big talking points this week is Pirates have won 8 out of 10. That's great, but the vibe seems to be down, and I think it's mainly
injuries.
Jamie put out, injuries to very important starting pitching.
Yeah, I mean, there you have it.
That's it.
I think the injuries are a little bit more amplified based off of what we saw out of the bullpen on Sunday was a little concerning. That number of free passes. Obviously anybody that watches the game at all knows it's going to be very difficult to overcome double-digit free passes. So I think that's what makes it that much more worrisome. Again, when you look at the sheer number of talented guys, you feel pretty good. All the guys that we saw Sunday that weren't great, we've seen pretty good at other times.
And then that with the weekend starter injuries put stress on what you do midweek. Like everybody moves 100%. Down a slot or two. So it concerns you going into today. And you've got a real kind of murderer's row of midweeks coming up with ACC opponents, UNCW again, Campbell's towards the end of the year, but a lot of tough competition to go with your conference game. So it is, and this week alone is one we've kind of circled since the start of it with Duke and UTSA. How are the Pirates going to look against the team that won the American last year? So with all that being said, Mully, how do you feel about Duke and the Roadrunners for 4 this week?
Duke is going to swing it. It's going to be a midway. I feel right now like this game could be wrapping up somewhere around 8 o'clock tonight with a 4 o'clock first pitch. I think there's going to be some runs scored. When we look out to UTSA on the road as opposed to UTSA at home are very different animals. We know that it is a very difficult environment to play in.
Just how they are in football.
That very much so. and some of it is they almost unapologetically like have bad facilities. Like they're like, hey, we're used to it, and you got to come in here and deal with our stuff.
That's their home field
advantage. So, last year it was tough for the club going down there, and this year will be no different. I'm going to tell you that the thing that makes it feel all a whole lot better, and so we let's go back to the pitching for a second. We really haven't seen a full outing from, Ethan Norby. We haven't had that full quality outing, and he is, and I say quality outing, he's certainly had quality outings, but they have not been the Ethan Norby level of quality outings that we came to expect from last year, which maybe that's unrealistic. I don't know. He was one of the best in the country last year. So, but if he could go out and kind of right the ship, and the Pirates can get through Friday night with only having to use a couple, maybe 3 arms, play well and win that game, it certainly feels a whole lot different. Even in retro, it would make us feel better about kind of where things are now. But it's going to be a tough go. I mean, it's a tough run. And, as you look at the conference, UAB picked to finish last in the conference, and they look like that on Saturday. Matter of fact, but pregame, I'm in the box, and I'm talking with Coach O and Dylan and PJ, and I'm like, listen, I just think this is going to be like, I think we're going to, their pregame was sloppy, just the way they went about it, the whole operation was not good, and the Pirates went out and were very efficient and took advantage of opportunities. But Sunday UAB showed up to play, and again, we didn't, we as a club didn't make it very difficult on them.
Let's head out to the Turner Home Team Live Line. Joining us in Durham is Jarrett Watkins. What's up, big time?
Oh, nothing much. Kind of depressed now that Mully said this game probably lasts till 8 o'clock.
Well, you don't have that far of a drive, right?
Nah, I mean,
you're not coming back to Greenville, so
you can be home by 9.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not looking forward to this so far. This place stinks. I don't know how you even operate a high-level athletic program out of this place.
I have heard bad things about that park from a media standpoint, Mully. All right, J-Bone, Mully says some runs will be scored tonight, as you heard. I have the total in front of me. What do you think the over-under is for this game?
I'll go 10.5, 11.5.
Yeah, well, the way Mully was talking, I was thinking a few more. It's actually 12.5.
I think it's going to be north of that.
Yeah, with minus 120 if you take the over. Mully, I had a discussion with a fellow Braves fan last night at Sports Trivia, and we were talking about their pitching injuries going into this year. And I said, all right, well, we've got Ronald Acuna, Matt Olson, Austin Riley, Ozzie Albies. Let's score 8 runs and win baseball games. Let's hit the ball. So now we'll take that to ECU. Hey, guys, let's pick up take that pressure off the pitching and mash and score some runs. Can we do that?
Well, and this isn't something that we're not used to as ECU fan base, right? We've seen much thinner bullpens than what's going out there this year. Yeah. So it's just a matter of, a combination of let's, score some runs, and that's been kind of up and down, but score some runs. But moreover, I think the pitching is going to be, it's got to be more consistent and more consistently better than it's been. Speaking of Braves fans, did you realize that UAB had the sons of 3 former Braves?
Okay, I heard about Przinsky. Who are the others?
Wes Helms' son played first base, Wesley, and Olson, the closer.
Greg
Olson, his son was on the IR with Tommy John.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Pierzynski was actually there.
AJ Pierzynski was there.
Yeah, he got pretty fired up during the.
You don't say.
When they took Van Kempen, when he went down, and there was that really bizarre, injury break or timeout or whatever you want to call it. It was he was a little animated that let's get this thing back going.
Sorry to assume, but what a hellacious baseball father that guy probably was, just because of the way he acted in Major League Baseball. He liked to mix it up.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had a professional wrestling career, so
did not know that.
Yeah, he was with like the NWA wrestling or whatever, the kind of the AAA circuit. But yeah, he spent some time out there doing that, and that probably suited him. It's probably a good fit.
Jared, are you enjoying this conversation?
Yeah, I'm it's a good conversation.
All right, we'll keep it going. Mike Mullis joining us. Now, Jay Bone, how you feeling about the Pirates' chances today against Duke?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll be able to score on this team. It's just I need some pitching. I don't really know what to expect tonight with the injuries. Not that Colby Weber and Gavin Van Kippen affects the Tuesday night game, but I don't know with Nick Moran starting. He's been good so far, but I don't know who's coming in behind him. So.
Jay Bone, I got you here. You love football. You're a huge NFL guy. So ECU Pro Day, that's got to be like bucket list stuff for you to cover. How much fun did you have out there today?
It was absolutely atrocious. It was boring. Nothing happened. Nothing went on. Last year was so much fun. I mean, it seems like everything went on back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it felt like it was a lot of guys standing around comparing notes today. And we did not really get to see anything. Only good news coming out of today. Anthony Smith, top 30 visit, April 14th with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, so that's good news for him, and hopefully he gets more of those visits. That would be fantastic if he's playing some professional football. Again, I said some unofficial things that I heard, and maybe you can add to this, Jared, but J.D. Lampley, 4.940, Anthony Smith, 4.41, and then I was told by somebody else on his second run was like 4.3 something. But anything else you heard unofficially out there?
What was it? J.D. Lampley had a great vertical. I think it's 32, 35-inch vertical, which is very impressive for a 290-pound D lineman. So,
I heard Nick Mazzy had a good performance too. I missed that.
Yeah, he was nailing them from 50-plus, and then he had 160-plus that, I mean, was like an inch away from going through the uprights.
Mully, in your career, which you played some pro, semi-pro, we'll call it pro baseball.
Oh, you paid, yeah.
Paid baseball. Were you involved in these scouting combine things?
Yeah, they would have those things. I don't know how much of it goes on anymore, but they would have these kind of invite-only deals. You go work out, you take a little BP, and now they do it so much with the travel baseball or whatever. I mean, it's kind of a. I mean, there are kids right now. You can go talk to a 12-year-old kid in Greenville who's probably been to a quote-unquote pro day. And it doesn't mean that the pro scouts are there, but they start almost preparing
doing the drills
for what that looks like.
Yeah. All right, Jared. Well, you and Zach do what you do, and hopefully you'll get home at a decent hour.
Yeah, I hope so. If not, it'll be all right.
Okay.
Always a ray of sunshine with you, Buck. I'm telling you.
All right, J-Bone.
All right, see you, man.
There is Jared Watkins joining us. Turner, home team, live line, East Carolina, and Duke coming up. Mully, Major League Baseball. How do you feel about this? The opening day is such a great day, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves opening day. Well, opening day is Wednesday, but it's technically opening night.
Right.
And there's only one game.
Right.
And it's on Netflix. And it's an interleague game. Now, they're trying to make me hate baseball. Then there's more games Thursday. The Braves don't play till Friday. Why can't we do an opening day where everybody plays?
Well,
why is that so hard?
Well, let's backtrack on that statement. Like, it's become almost ridiculously difficult to watch a big league game.
It's almost like they're testing you to find it and seek it
but
out.
then they're going to go, well, viewership is down and baseball's struggling. Well, because you can't. I mean, you it's impossible to find.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's I don't know.
Yankees, Giants, Netflix Wednesday night to get things rolling.
And that'll be fun. That'll be fun. But again, Netflix. It just feels weird. I don't. Who's the crew on that? Do you have any idea?
Oh, good. No, I can find that. But we get back to basketball, and some people will watch opening day Major League Baseball. Some people don't care about the basketball tournament. But back to basketball Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why not have every team play on Wednesday? That would be a huge day for Major League Baseball. You'd have all the headlines. Nothing else is going on.
No, well, I
just
think,
don't get it.
Yeah, no, I think the better question there is why even have opening weekend in this point of March Madness?
If you started next Monday, that would actually be huge.
Exactly right.
That would be great. Let's see. Netflix, MLB announcers. They got to have some big names, right?
I would think so.
Matt Vasgersian. Oh, wow. CC Sabathia would be.
My man.
And, oh, yeah, that's right.
That's
You've
my
had
guy.
some fun times with him.
Yes.
And guy with one of the weirdest batting stances and toothpick legs with his high socks, Hunter Pence.
Hunter Pence
will be on the
So
call.
he's just there to be the Charles Barkley.
Who?
Pence.
What's
Yeah.
CC? Is he going to be kind of
CC's
the straight
gonna be,
man?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
going to be more the Kenny Smith, kind of talking ball, and I
Okay.
mean, and he's a great storyteller. I mean, I like CC. I have heard him do a couple games, and quite honestly, it was like Yes Network, that kind of thing, and I just thought he was, maybe asked to show up for a couple particular games, but I've heard him on the air.
Okay.
So
studio host Ellie Duncan, she was like on ESPN, she First Take or something, I don't know. Studio analyst Albert Pujols, Anthony Rizzo, thought he was still playing, and I swear I thought this guy just disappeared off the face of the earth. Been seeing a little bit more of him lately. Barry Bonds, Mully, one of the greatest players of all time, who got pushed in, and maybe it was his decision to just kind of go away. But now we'll be back in the spotlight.
And that's what's so funny to me too. You watch Fox and they got A-Rod up there.
I know.
Of all the people, listen, what they did. I mean, whatever. I get it, but isn't it still just bad optically? There's so many guys that
It's
play
very strange
that have played Major League Baseball that Bonds and Pujols. I don't see Pujols as a guy that is a great communicator or storyteller. I mean, they called the guy the robot. I mean, but anyway, he did manage what he managed in the WBC, so maybe, I don't know.
All right, we're here with Hall of Famer CC Sabathia, and maybe one day, Barry, you'll be in the Hall. Why are you not in the Hall of Fame,
Right.
Barry? You
Tell
got
us that
great
story.
numbers.
Right, tell us that story.
It's weird. All right, Mully, man. We'll see you at TB's.
Yep.
And see you back on TV next week, I reckon.
Yep. Should be midweek next week.
Good deal. Thank you, Mully.
Okay, buddy.
We'll take a break, come back. Brian Bailey, he is a Hall of Famer, and he joins us after this timeout.
Cuccinella
Cucinellas has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinellas also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinellas. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Hey Birdland, baseball is back, and there's no better place to be than Camden Yards on March 28th as the O's take on the Minnesota Twins. Be there early. 15,000 fans will receive an exclusive Kyle Bradish jersey hoodie presented by Autumn Lake Healthcare. The perfect layering piece for springtime at the yard. Don't miss the energy, the excitement, and a giveaway you'll want in your regular rotation. Visit Orioles.com/tickets.
Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michaels and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Brian Bailey had his second chance with the Sweet 16 earlier today. And had folks call in, chime in on YouTube, and also a few quote-unquote celebrity entries as well. I am sticking with my original Final Four, which is all still alive at this point. I've got the 1 seed Duke Blue Devils in the East. I've got the 2 in the South, the Houston Cougars. The 2 in the Midwest, Iowa State, and the number 1 in the West, the Wildcats of Arizona. Brian Bailey joining me on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Bailey, how's your bracket holding up?
Yeah, you know how that goes. It's been one of those up and down. You know, you get all excited because you're in third or fourth place, and then you realize you've lost this team or that team. But it's still.
Well, unless you had Florida, everything should be decent because, like, no, you know.
Yeah. Florida got old Watlington pretty good, but other than that.
Now I've enjoyed the tournament. I've watched all of it. I know that we've had our lack of big upsets, and there's been people complain about it. There's been people like nervous that we'll never see Cinderella again, and I think this is great. I think we got to remember what Cinderella is. We got to remember what upsets are. Because growing up, Bailey, I thought a 16 would never beat a 1. And then we saw it twice in like a 5-year span or whatever. And it became a little more normal for 15s and 14s and 13s to win. We almost got spoiled with everything. And now it seems like it's almost returning to these superpower teams. And they look unstoppable. And now when we get one of these upsets in the tournament, it's going to make it feel even more special, I think. I don't mind the big boys maybe kicking butt for a couple of years to remind us that these upsets are special when they happen.
Well, I think you're right. And I think, you know, when you look at some of the teams still alive, looking at Nebraska, I mean, obviously
that's a story.
Year.
Yeah.
That's a great story. I mean, you know, where'd they come from? You got some other teams like that. If they can pull an upset, I still think that they're a Cinderella, even though they're you know, in the Power Four.
Yeah.
But still, I think there are still some Cinderella-type stories out there.
They're a Cinderella in the way Indiana is a Cinderella in football. Like,
right.
Big team, they got money and everything, but zero tradition. We're not used to seeing it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
A little something different. I guess Duke is the holding the banner for the ACC, Bailey. Rough year in the postseason for the ACC.
Yeah, and it was a good regular season for the ACC. I mean, I really thought that they had a chance to get some teams in the Sweet 16, but, you know, Virginia came up short against Tennessee. I really didn't think Tennessee was all that good, but Virginia just couldn't get over the hump in that game. It seemed like they were down 4, down 6. They would come back. They might tie it, but they couldn't get over the hump, or they'd take a little bit of a lead and work with that. But they're out. Miami was out. Clemson got out early. So.
Yeah.
A bad year for the ACC, I think.
And on Virginia, I loved Virginia going into this tournament, but the reason I didn't pick them to go super far and get by Iowa State and get by Michigan is just that path alone. And I even included Tennessee in that. I thought they'd beat Tennessee, but Tennessee was favored in the game, Bailey. So
I was surprised.
That path was just brutal for Virginia. I mean, there's no great draws, I guess, in the tournament, but I feel like they might have got one of the worst ones as far as getting to the Final Four. And got tripped up even before they could see Iowa State or Michigan.
Yeah, when I woke up Sunday and looked at the line and thought, man, if Tennessee's favored, that tells me something. And I think that, you know, Virginia played so well against Duke in the ACC championship game, but they just couldn't rekindle that. That's why I really was high on them, because they played so, even though they lost, I think it was 74-70, but they played really, really well in that game. But I think Ryan Odom is a really good coach, and looking forward to some good Virginia basketball down the line.
Bailey, Carolina out early. Great rally by VCU to come back and knock them out in round 1. And now it's, you know, what happens to Hubert Davis. And I was looking at Inside Carolina today. Love looking at message board meltdowns and saw people comparing this to like the Matt Doherty era. And I don't know if that's even close to what the Matt Doherty 8-20. I think they went one year with him as the coach. But What do you remember that time, Bailey? I mean, you're covering East Carolina, but you're also covering the ACC and knowing what's going on in those circles and everything. But man, that was a really rough time for North Carolina basketball.
It really was, and it was the fact that Darty was such a good player, on those Dean Smith teams, and really, wasn't a superstar, but very solid, very smart basketball player, and he had a couple of good years. I think they were number one. Went to Charlottesville one time to see Virginia, Carolina, and Virginia upset them. But I noticed that particular game, he was out early on. He was kind of talking to the student section at Virginia, and I thought, man, if you're going to be a coach in the ACC at North Carolina, I wouldn't be talking to the student section of the other team. But things didn't work out his way. And at one point, he bought a house in Greenville. Remember that?
I remember that is what everybody told me.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a great rumor for like 3 years. So fast forward, now we got another Tar Heel favorite, a really good guard at North Carolina, played in the NBA, Hubert Davis, very likable guy. And now his team failing in the NCAA tournament, and they are ready to go elsewhere. And it finally feels like this is it, Bailey. The first time in my lifetime, maybe the first time in yours, that Carolina is going to go outside the family with a basketball move. It really feels like it's moving in that direction.
Well, you keep hearing different things, because there was one report that came out that said that the temperature had changed as far as making a change. And then now, and somebody, I forget the writer, but somebody from the Athletic says, no, it's still on. They're still in discussions and that kind of thing. So, it kind of depends on who you believe. But it's going to be difficult for them to go outside. I mean, because then you're going to have guys, they're not going to agree on anybody, I don't think. I don't think there's somebody out there that you say, hey, now that's the guy. Carolina basketball is so different. I mean,
yeah. But if you tell me I could get Iowa State's coach right now, I would, I don't know who would say no to that. Who do they want? Like King Rice from Monmouth because he went to Carolina?
They would say no to that as soon as he had a tough first year. I mean, that's just a fickle fan base that every school has, basically. But, yeah, I mean, I agree. There are guys out there, but I don't know if he's the one, then we'll see in the coming days. And maybe that's why it's kind of quieted down.
I hope this doesn't happen, but and he's probably they might look at him as too old. But how about a guy from North Carolina that wins every year, that puts together teams that are tough, physical, play their ass off?
Sampson.
Kelvin Sampson, Bailey.
From Lumberton, North Carolina.
I hope it doesn't happen, because I love Kelvin Sampson and I love watching his teams play. But you don't think the Tar Heel fans would get behind that kind of effort on the court? Again, probably too old, I guess, at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a great coach.
Yeah.
I had a chance to meet him a couple of times through the years. Always been super, super nice, super respectful about everything. And and those coaches are tight. Fraternal. I remember him coming in, and I think it was when one of the times Joe Dooley was in a little hot water, and he came out and just said, "Hey, he's an excellent coach. He's going to be crazy to get rid of him." That's the kiss of death, obviously.
Yeah.
Because later on he was gone, but yeah, Kelvin. I like Kelvin Sampson.
Bailey, I had Jay Glazer here yesterday, and it was cool to hear him talk. I got to talk to him one-on-one, and he told me a great story about how Daniel Snyder was, as you would say, a knucklehead. So that I really enjoyed that. But he said something that kind of reminded me of you on a local, regional level, where he went about his job differently when he was coming up, where he befriended the players, and everybody was like, "No, you can't do that. You got to remain unbiased." And he's like, "Well, if I'm buddies with them, like they'll give me access and they'll talk to me like I'm in the locker room," and went about it that way. And it kind of reminded me how you are friends with the coaches around here, or on the high school and the college level. And sure that there's biases when it comes to that, and you don't want to completely trash a guy, but you do develop relationships, and you can get access and get stories that way. And it kind of, and here at Pirate Radio, we're obviously biased, so I don't even have to pretend I'm unbiased. We want ECU to win, but I'll, if things are going bad, I'll say they're going bad. But I don't know, the friendship aspect of it almost made me think of you a little bit and what you do around here.
Well, I think it's always been important to have a good relationship with players and coaches. But like you said, I mean, if a player has a bad game, like Holton Naylor, I've known Holton Naylor since he was a baby. But if he had a bad game, we talked about him. We said, Holton really struggled today. Now, he didn't have many, but he had some. And I think that as long as you're objective as far as that goes, and you can still keep the respect and the relationship going forward. I mean, I talked to Joe Dooley the other night before Kansas lost in the tournament, and wished him luck and that kind of thing. He's coming to town sooner than he thought at some point. But yeah, talking to Skip Holtz. I mean, he came back to town for the Boys and Girls Club recently, and it's like old friends, big hugs, and as long as you treat people with respect, and I think it works out fine.
When was the last time you talked to Ricky Stokes?
Well, that one I haven't talked to in a while.
Okay, just curious.
Scotty Moe, I haven't talked to Scotty Moe in a while either.
Yeah, Scotty, he was fine. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but wasn't like the warmest guy when it came to buddy stuff.
Yeah, he was kind of. I think he was more aloof of what it took to be a head coach and what it took, in this area to be a successful head coach.
And I think the head man now gets it as far as that goes.
I think, and I would say this if Michael was standing right here, but I think Blake got it a lot more than Mike Houston did. Coach Houston had his his pluses for sure, and he came with that great resume and everything else. But I think as far as being a people person, which I think that job has to have, especially now in the day of NIL and transfer portals, and you need all the fan support you can get. And I think Blake's done a great job, and that's another guy. I mean, if something came up and he needed help with something, I'd help him. And I think if I needed help, he'd help me, because I mean, you have those kind of relationships.
Yeah. On that note, we were planning to do our 3-point contest this Thursday. I'm going out of town, so we're going to move it to next Thursday, and Blake Harold is scheduled to be a part of it, Bailey, just as he was when he was the defensive coordinator here. So we'll see if he's practiced his jump shot between then and now.
He's been kind of busy, but he may have squeezed some practice time in.
Brian Bailey joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Pirate baseball taking on Duke. Huge week, Bailey, and Pirates going into it a little undermanned with some key injuries pitching-wise. But Duke, UTSA coming up this week. What do you think?
Yeah, we got Duke. He just started, I think, and then you got UTSA for the weekend, and that's proven to be a tough series. I mean, especially on the road in San Antonio. That's not the greatest ballpark, I think, in the world. And I remember watching a couple of years ago that I think the Pirates had their problems.
Neither is Duke, from what I heard, Bailey.
That's true. That's true. But see, they got 4 straight road games and two bad ballparks.
Yeah.
And Duke and East Carolina go in with almost identical records, 16-10 and 15-9-1. And I'm not sure. I looked at the schedules trying to see who has had the tougher schedule. The Pirates have played Coastal. Pirates have played Carolina. Duke's just kind of getting warmed up in the ACC. I think they're 4-5 in conference right now. So, but this is a big week for sure, especially with the fact that the Pirates are down a couple of pitchers. And I think you're going to see some guys that maybe you haven't seen yet and see how they do.
Saw Zach at Pro Day. He said he was covering a big baseball game tonight, I believe, Bailey.
Yeah, South Central and Rose. He said they're both undefeated. I haven't checked that, but I know, year in and year out, those two in Conley are going to be.
Well, Conley was number one. I looked. Corey Scott was here yesterday, showed me the rankings. Conley's number 1 with 1 loss, and I believe Rose and South Central are 2 and 3 undefeated. So I think he's right on that.
Yeah, I think so. And then I think Conley's loss wasn't to Cardinal Gibbons. I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's their loss. And I'm telling you, those 3 are going to be, it's going to be a battle. And those games are so much fun because everybody knows everybody, and everybody's at the ballpark, and umpires know everybody, and the players know both teams. So it should be a cold night tonight for baseball, but it should warm up later on.
And how your Cubbies going to do this year, Brian?
They're going to be just fine.
Okay.
I think they'll be all right. I think. They've made a couple of changes, like they've added, Bregman's going to be a big one, a big addition for them. So I think that's going to be big. And they in reading some stuff, they say he's such a leader in the locker room, which they need with some of the youngsters. And they came out last night that Pete Crow Armstrong is looking at a big deal, a new extension. And big money. So I like watching him play. He's good.
Yeah, got opening night coming up Wednesday, and then other teams get good. Braves don't play till Friday.
You know how you watch that game tomorrow night?
Yeah, I've already complained about all this, but yeah. Netflix. Yep, there you go.
Thankfully, Melissa and Bella have me subscribing to every service that's out there, so I can watch it.
Exactly. Just got to find it. You'll get it by the third inning, Bailey. We'll find out where it is. All right, BB. Man, a lot going on. Anything we missed? You covered?
I hope not, because if we, I'm going to miss it on this end, too, so hopefully not.
All right, BB. Appreciate you joining us, man. Have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you next week.
All right.
There he is. Brian Bailey joining us. Turner Home Team Live Line. Pirates loaded it up. And Austin Irby strikes out to end the top of the first on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by the Buck, scoreless, East Carolina and Duke. We'll take a break, come back. Jennings Hall going to join us on the program. Got that. And Bryce Williams and Brandon Manning and more. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse. Bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty, because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie! Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at children'shealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Here
At the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Mustache March is back, and the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and OTs is teamed up once again with Pirate Radio for their annual Mustache March campaign to strike out ALS. Now through the end of the month, you can support the cause by grabbing an official Mustache March t-shirt for only $20, and they're available at the Buck, Dirty Dan's, and Overtime Tavern. 100% of the proceeds will go directly to ALS research. Grow out the stash, grab a shirt, and help us strike out ALS. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We got... out or rounding the bases out. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. In Durham, Pirates loaded the bases, but Austin Irby struck out and left them loaded. It is 0-0 in the first inning. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by Del Buck. All right, joining us in the Pirate Radio studios, former Pirate volleyballer. She is Jennings Hall. Hello, Jennings.
Hi. I got here on a buzzer beater. I was like,
hey, 'tis the
30
season.
seconds.
Not the only buzzer beater we have seen this March. Shirley, when you get a moment, can I get some March Madness music? Because I would like to go through the bracket standings here at Pirate Radio. This guy started at the bottom, and he's still there. Ken Watlington, dead last. Jenny Shelton, 3 points ahead of Ken. Wesley Hines is tied for 17th with Greg Hudson. Bryce Williams and Zach Kaplan tied for 15th. A former football player, a former, who the hell knows what Zach did in his past life. Intern Zach Lewis, Mark Alexander, and the Schnappa Alex Harper tied for 12th. 7 ahead of Ken and 9 back of our leader. Number 11, Jared Watkins.
Boo.
Third straight day, Tuesday, he's missing Jennings' appearance. Is it by design?
I think it's on purpose.
Sounds like we may have an in-house beef, folks. More on that in a moment. Shirley Rhodes, BMan, tied for 9th. 6 points back of the leader. Nick Bass, intern Nick, 0 for 3 in internet dating since 2025. He is tied for 6th, along with Chandler Honeycutt and the Hall of Famer Brian Bailey. 3-way tie for 3rd, 4 points back of the leader. Brandon Golden, Jonathan Ellerby, and Jennings Hall.
Heck yeah.
It's a good spot.
I've been telling all of my friends I'm in 3rd at Pirate Radio.
In 2nd place, son of Mark, Brody Alexander. 3 points back of our leader, 53 points. A clean bracket with all of his final 4 teams left and a championship game and champion, Clip Rock. Woo! 2-time bracket champion looking for his 3rd. All right, those are the standings. Jennings, how much basketball did you watch?
Well, I watched a lot of it, but there was so much going on that I'd look and then one game would be over, switch to the next one, another one's over.
It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I am super into it. Speaking of basketball, did you ever play basketball?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because you got some height on you.
Mm-hmm.
And today I realized why.
Oh yeah.
Because
you met my dad.
I met a very tall gentleman when I was heading into pro day. Had to take a quick pit stop to smoke a cigarette, and tall dude comes up and says, "Hey, Clip," and I said, "Hello," and he said, "I'm Jennings' dad," and I said, "Okay, nice to meet you." How tall is he?
6'5".
6'5". But yeah, it was cool to see him.
Yeah.
As he was, I guess, checking out the scene out there.
Yeah.
There wasn't much going on, but
He usually is somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Hanging out. So.
And yeah, we were out at Pro Day again. We had to leave early to get back to produce the Brian Bailey show, but they were out there in their tights running around and stuff like that. Did you ever? So I guess you probably did some like travel volleyball stuff, right?
Yeah.
And there were college
Yeah.
coaches, recruiters there.
Volleyball, you get recruited in club. You don't get recruited from high school like at all.
Yeah.
So pretty much you go to these big tournaments and there's college coaches all around it. You can tell when a player's going to Nebraska or Penn State because everybody is around their court.
Yeah.
And like you'll see people taking videos and being like, "Oh, they must."
So how
be.
many courts are in one facility?
Depends on the tournament. There can be up to like 250 at some.
250 what?
Courts.
Wait, where in what in one
In travel volleyball?
Yeah. Like in one building?
Like like they'll be in the convention centers at like
Oh my
in
god.
Atlanta, Orlando.
That sounds like a nightmare.
It is. But then you learn to embrace it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
You're on court 12.
yeah, you'll be on court 12 and then the next day you're on court 212 and it's like, "Oh, you were in 3 different buildings."
So is there seating for coaches, parents, friends?
There's seats at every court. They put seating all around each court. And
Jeez.
maybe I'll pull up a picture
Yeah,
for you so you
I
can
wanna see that.
AAU or something.
And then obviously they got to get refs for every game. And holy moly.
It's
and y'all just play like all day pretty much? Like a bunch of different games?
Honestly, usually there's an AM wave and a PM wave.
Yeah.
And then with the really big tournaments, like the ones where there's 200 court. Now, you could go to a tournament. There's a lot of them that they do in Myrtle Beach where it's like 15 courts in the sports center and another 15 in the convention center. So it just kind of depends.
I didn't play sports long enough to where it became job's the wrong word, but like I had fun playing sports and did it ever feel like something you were made to do, or was it always fun to you when you were going to those tournaments and playing with ECU?
I mean,
oh my God, this looks like it should be illegal.
Oh, I know.
That's crazy.
I mean, I started doing that when I was like 12.
Yeah. So was it fun?
It was fun, honestly. It was honestly me and all of my friends played volleyball
so that
growing
was fun.
up. So no matter what, I was always with my friends.
Yeah.
Or at least the ones that ended up making the top teams. But
so did you have people from your travel team? Like, did everybody pretty much go to college and play, or?
Not when I was my club when I was growing up wasn't as strong as it is now. Like now there's a ton of people, like ones that's one went to Georgia, now she's transferred to South Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually one of them is coming to ECU next year.
Good.
I can't, and I'm still trying to
Honestly, I think you
people
should have
there.
recruited more people by now to ECU, but
You're right.
You need to get on that.
You're right, that's my fault. Actually, Adler did have a few from my club that he was recruiting, but then they just ended up going somewhere else.
Good deal.
So
How's Adler doing?
I actually haven't heard much from him lately.
Check in with him. Let's get him on the show next week.
Okay.
I'm gonna reach out.
Okay.
Let's get him on one Tuesday while you're on.
Okay. I'll definitely be here next week. 2 weeks from now is my sister's spring break, so I won't be here.
You get out
call
for
in.
your sister's spring break?
Yeah.
Well, I need to talk to my sister. She's a teacher. She gets out for spring break. Do I get off when she gets?
We're going to Florida, so you can call me from Florida, though.
All right, we might do a phoner. But you'll be here next week?
Yeah.
We need to do an off-season check-in with Adler. When is the big, probably every weekend, right? But when's, recruiting for club volleyball and whatever now? Is it going on now?
Yeah, it's pretty much every weekend, so.
They might be
They've been-
recruiting that. this week. So
Well, they usually go during the weekend, so he should be here on a Tuesday.
I'll check in. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't know what time they practice, but I mean, I'm sure he's
Wait,
down.
they practicing now?
Mm-hmm.
But the season's like
Yeah, but you practice all year.
okay. All right, never stops.
Yeah.
Softball.
That's for sure.
We get our New Blue Pirate report. ECU baseball down 1-0, but they're going to have a runner on second with just a 1 out. So Mully said there will be runs in this game. I don't think 1 run is going to be enough to win it. So right now it is 1-0 Duke over East Carolina in the second inning. Buck scoreboard. Softball playing today, Shirley? I would assume so.
No, they actually play tomorrow.
Okay, got a Wednesday game. Oh, that's right, Stanford. Big
They
game.
are, yes.
Stanford tomorrow?
Nationally ranked Stanford will be here.
I might have to go to that.
That's huge. And that will be at 6.
I want to say 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. It'll be on ESPN Plus, but you should be there at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium because this Pirate team is about the most consistent team you will find. They're 6-3 in conference play. They've lost game 1 of every series and won games 2 and 3 of every series.
Which is harder to do, probably.
Right.
I feel like that's
you're behind
harder
the
to
8
do.
ball. So if they could just win game 1 this weekend, who we got in conference play? We should be home because we've been on the road a lot. They will be home versus UAB this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But yeah, big one against Stanford tomorrow.
You do have to give kudos to Shane Winkler for being able to see that Stanford's coming into North Carolina to play those ACC teams and taking advantage of
100%.
Like, hey, like while you're here, why don't you come play us? So I think that's pretty cool too to see us play teams like that.
And I know he embraces that. We've talked to Adler about it too. He wants to schedule the best for volleyball, getting in those tournaments with teams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But Shane Winkler puts a premium on it, and he has designed this schedule to get those numbers. He's a nerd, he says, when it comes to RPI and stuff.
Yeah, I think Adler's kind of like that too. He's all in with the numbers and everything for the RPI.
22-11 and 6-3 are the softball Pirates, Shirley.
Yeah, and as you were talking about the schedule and everything, it's starting to pay off down the road. I mean, obviously you want to play the best, so that you can, iron sharpens iron, that whole, cliche, I guess you could say. But, D1 softball, which is basically the same thing as D1 baseball, D1 softball has East Carolina ranked in their top 25 in mid-majors, which I need to clarify that because there is a separate top 25. But the fact that we're even ranked especially in a sport that typically you don't see a lot of different teams in a top 25. You just see your classic teams like your Oklahomas and your Texases and all that stuff when it comes to softball. So to see East Carolina even ranked up there as something obviously is going on behind me, I can kind of see in the glare that there's something going on.
Well, fly ball, runner moves to third, 2 outs.
Okay, all right, 2 outs. But so I like what Shane Winkler has done, where he's gone out and played these different teams. I mean, we played Duke, we've played Alabama. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep,
we played Alabama earlier in the season. So these games that he's scheduling are really going to help us down the road.
And I mentioned this, set up a hypothetical before the season. Would you rather be this record with a tough schedule or a better record with an easy schedule? So they're 22-11 right now, but they're probably better off being that than if they were, say, 26-7 playing nobodies. So I think they're in a really good spot right now. 22-11, 6-3 in conference play. So
well, and the thing is with RPI, even just playing those teams, even if you lose, it still strengthens your schedule.
Yeah.
The same with if you play the lower RPI teams, just playing them ruins your schedule. So there's got to be...
You get zero credit for those wins. Yeah.
Like we played... I remember some of the games we played a few years back, even though we swept them, they just ended up doing so bad in their season that they really screwed us over in RPI.
Well, Adler, wasn't it him last preseason where he was like, this team... He basically called out a team, I think, for not playing them. So I was like, why are you playing these teams? And he said, well, this team wouldn't play us.
Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
We beat them last time we played them, too, so that's probably why.
Yeah.
Which is funny because they're actually, or at least when we played them, they're not very good. So I don't even think their RPI ended up helping us, except for the fact that they were ACC. So, like,
Thanks for nothing, Virginia Tech.
Thanks for nothing, but it felt good to beat them.
Pirates have stranded the bases loaded in the first and a man on third in the second. We don't want that trend to continue.
Well, I do have a question. How do you solve that in terms of the RPI? And the reason why I ask that is because we have had in the past, especially with football, how teams don't want to play East Carolina because we're too busy beating these teams and it hurts their RPI. That would be the excuse that we get when we want to play, like, say, a Virginia Tech or whatever the case may be. How do you change that to where some of the smaller schools can play these bigger schools to get the experience that they need, but not have those bigger schools say, nah, I don't want to run the risk of you guys screwing up our RPI?
I don't think you can change it, Shirley, because Jeff Lebo used to always say, schools won't play us because we're not good enough RPI. And then if you get better, schools won't play you because they're scared they're going to beat you.
Exactly. So how do you fix it?
You don't. They're always going to have an excuse not to play you.
I will say, like,
unless you're forced to play them, like the coach of High Point said, well, you got to play us in the tournament. Unless you're forced to play a team, they can just say, no, we're not going to play.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I will say, like, sorry, my gum got stuck. But, like, when you play, oh, sorry.
Focus, Jennings.
Sorry, BMan.
All right, I'm going to be doing stuff. You just talk.
Sorry. When it's like Virginia Tech and stuff like that, they can choose not to play you, but regardless, like teams like Pitt, like the really good teams, they might want to play you because they know you're going to do good in conference. So regardless.
Maybe it's the kind of fringe teams that won't.
It is
but
the
like
fringe teams,
good,
but the really good teams, they still want to play the good teams in the American. They want to play the top 4 teams in the American because we're still going to help them out. As long as they know we're still stacked and we're still good.
If it's a team that's going to need to pile up wins that might be on the bubble or whatever, that's going to
be like
you.
Your Virginia Techs, maybe even, maybe not as much North Carolina, but definitely like Duke played us one year, but I don't think they would play us again because when the year they played us, we were still trying to figure stuff out. So they knew they could win that game.
All right. Yeah, Shirley?
No,
unfortunately, the answer to your question is there's no fixing
there's
it.
There's not an answer.
That's the answer.
Yeah, that's the answer. I just because it just seems like it's a continuing problem in college sports where when you're having to do these schedules and then you have to worry about when you do set up a schedule, for example, football, and I'm using that mostly because that's probably where I have the most knowledge when it comes to these scheduling things, where you have a game that's set for 3-4 years down the road, and all of a sudden that game gets canceled. And then you got to find another game to fill that spot, and so on and so forth. So it's like this never-ending change in moving puzzle pieces, but it doesn't seem like it's helping anybody but the upper echelon teams. And then you get, to me, a level of boredom because it's the same teams over and over and over again.
It's definitely more with football than
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because volleyball is like, in all the other sports, I would say, are year by year basis. But football is just
your schedule so far out.
Once you start doing good, if you play them in 2 years, they're like, oh well, never mind, we're not going to play you.
You can buy the game out or whatever.
Whatever. So
but what does that do? It does nothing in terms of helping you with your schedule or the potential to play postseason tournaments or whatever the case may be. And I just don't. It makes no sense to me how they can't seem to figure that part out.
Yeah.
Duke has a guy named Jeff Loogie. That's really cool.
Loogie, like hawking a loogie?
It was Lougee.
Loogie.
He might go Lugie, but I'm going Loogie.
Loogie.
Let's take a break. Great names in this tournament. You had Boopy Miller with SMU, and then dude for St. John's.
Uh-oh. Darling?
No, I just had it. It was, Boopy and what's the guy's name for St. John's? No, the big man.
I don't know.
Tanner, Josiah, help me out. What's the big man's name for St. John's?
St. John's big man.
St. John's,
he has no clue.
Man. St. John's Center. What's his name? Boopy and... I got to get it before we go to break. Somebody in the chat's probably got it.
Nope.
Let's see. St. John's roster. Help me out, somebody.
No, it's like an interesting name.
He's got a funny name.
Basketball.
Is he like African?
Hey, wait. Zuby.
What?
Zuby.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Zuby. Yeah, Zuby Ejiofor.
Oh, I was thinking of Dylan Darling.
God, I cannot
Dylan
think.
Darling.
Yes, who is
He was the
a
one
player.
he's the one that hit the game-winning shot.
Zuby Ejiofor, 6'9", went to Kansas, transferred to St. John's. Zuby, I apologize for forgetting your name. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live after this.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Hey Birdland, baseball is back, and there's no better place to be than Camden Yards on March 28th as the O's take on the Minnesota Twins. Be there early. 15,000 fans will receive an exclusive Kyle Bradish jersey hoodie presented by Autumn Lake Healthcare. The perfect layering piece for springtime at the yard. Don't miss the energy, the excitement, and a giveaway you'll want in your regular rotation. Visit Orioles.com/tickets.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_ Pitt County.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, showcasing world-class entertainment and delivering exceptional experiences for every guest. Visit CarolinaCrossroadsAmp.com for more information.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. You can book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Talking a little basketball with BMan. Got a lot of baseball going on. Had one of my proudest moments as a gambler, Brandon. Because I told Chandler too, and when we ride together, I get nervous. I'm gonna give him a bad pick, but I took Dame Sarr, who hadn't scored 10 points in like 5 games, to score 10 plus points, and hit 2 big threes in the second half to give him 11 and win the bet on Saturday.
He's solid, man, and I really hope
he's my favorite guy to watch because he's so active, rebounds.
He's so long. He plays. He's sort of like Malik Brown. He's that glue guy. I really hope he comes back for another year, but I don't see it.
And I was watching a game this year, and they said he was. By the way, Brandon Manning's here. Did I introduce you to the show?
It's fine.
Sorry, we've been talking all break. Jennings Hall's still here as well. He had a bit of a come to Jesus or whatever with Shire, and I guess found out his role in the team might be more defense, helping out rather than a scorer, and really came in to his own and now has flourished. They need him because they've got injuries now, and you're starting to see, I guess, the other boozer. I hate to call him that, but he's stepping up.
He really is. And there was a guy early on in the season that kind of really got on him, who Boozer's just there because it was the ESPN guy. He's a D3 guard. That's what he is.
We'll take him here.
And, I was like, dude is solid. Now his shot is ugly, but so is a lot of shots these days. I mean, there's not many perfect jump shots anymore. But I'll take it. Hey, I've been driving for like the last 2 hours. I saw something on social media earlier that they were going to make an announcement on Hubert Davis this afternoon. Has anything come out on that?
No.
Okay.
I ain't seen nothing. If anybody has seen something, let me know. Brandon, we got Pirate Baseball going on. We'll talk about that in our next segment, but we got to do the Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. Who should be inducted or nominated for the Jennings Hall of Fame this week? Those are folks doing good things in the sports world or in life. And then, of course, we have our Hall of Shame. Here, the intro real quick, Shirley.
It's the Jennings Hall of Fame.
You two guys do more than you'll ever know to help East Carolina athletics.
The city's awesome, and I love you guys. I'll make you famous.
And the Hall of Shame.
Yeah.
I don't like the way he looks.
You are terrible.
I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
All right, thank you, Jarrett. I
like that intro. That reminds me of the old school pirate radio.
I used to have an intro for everything.
You did, but you used to have the whole thing. They had the Drive at 5, and John Wayne would come in. Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Oh, the intro to Live at 5.
Yeah,
that's what it was called.
Live at 5, Drive at 5, same thing.
Life moves pretty fast.
Yeah, that was great. I think we should have a retro day, Shirley, and bring that back.
Brandon's a big nostalgia guy.
Yeah.
All right, Pirates.
Runner on second.
Okay. I'll put him in the Hall of Shame then. They're in the 3rd inning, and assuming they don't get this guy in, that would be 5 guys left on base. Now, maybe they'll get this guy in, but I'm going to shame them into getting this guy in because so far, Brandon, they've left the bases loaded and a runner on 3rd, and they have 0 runs. So let's get them in. Hall of Shame.
We'll talk about that later.
We will. Jennings, who you got Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame?
Hall of Shame, UVA. You really screwed me up in my bracket. I didn't pick them for Final Four, though, but they did screw me over for...
It's the Tony Bennett curse.
I loved Virginia going into this tournament, and I picked them to win that game, but I didn't pick them far because their road was absolutely terrifying, because if they got by Tennessee, they get Iowa State. You get by that, you got to play Michigan. Like, their road was just way too tough, and they didn't even make it.
Virginia didn't do it to me. Clemson did it out of the ACC. I thought Clemson was actually going to do... Maybe 2 wins.
Hall of Shame, Clemson and Iowa for setting basketball back 30 years for what they did on the court the other night. Brutal to watch.
True.
I got a Hall of Fame. Favorites dropping the hammer and keeping the foot on the pedal. Took a lot of team total overs for Florida, Arizona. Did some team total unders for the opponents of Houston and St. John's, good defensive teams. And these teams are playing the full 40 minutes, even if they're up by 50 points. They're hitting free throws at the end of games, and I appreciate that, kids. Hit your free throws. Play it to the whistle, Brandon. Just because you're up by 40 don't mean the game's over. Keep playing, and I appreciate those guys. Had a great gambling week.
That was your Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
What do y'all got?
Hall of Fame. The construction crew is doing that. That building is starting to take shape off of Charles, y'all. We're actually going to have like it's for indoor soccer or something, right? I'm joking. I'm totally joking.
Indoor football league.
Indoor football league.
Well, I hadn't been on this side much, Brandon, but pulling into Pro Day today and going by baseball, the baseball stuff is taking shape as well.
That is. So, like, just construction going around ECU. And I'll be honest with you, it hasn't slowed down access to anything.
That's good.
So, I mean, most time you're just construction. Oh, you can't. I mean, the only thing you can't access the original Jungle parking lot, but that doesn't affect me, so I don't care. But Hall of Fame, those guys, and Hall of Fame Pirate Radio for an awesome event yesterday. That was pretty good. Everybody but Chandler did a very good job. No, remember we talked about this. You knew I was going to get on Chandler for big leaguing me yesterday.
That's right. Yeah.
So the heck with Chandler Honeycutt. Hope he's listening.
I had to sit with a client. Well, Brandon's a friend first, client second.
I get it.
But Farm Bureau, I mean,
so I'm sitting right there with a couple of guys. I was talking to Brandon Golden. He big leagued everybody there. He's fine. I'm no
salesman.
No, exactly, salesman.
Jennings, you got anything else?
I got a Hall of Shame.
I do as well. Can we let Jennings talk?
Yeah, go.
I'm just going March Madness this week. My Hall of Fame is High Point because I was so happy about that pick, and it paid off for me. So High Point Hall of Fame. That was my favorite pick so far.
That was a fun game. That Johnston dude making a layup for his first 2-pointer of the year is insane.
I did see that. That was a cool stat. I just like their school, how they flew everybody on their little private plane down to everywhere. I mean, the whole school got behind them. That's just awesome to see.
Yep, very cool. What else you got?
Oil companies.
Okay.
Oil companies. I mean, it takes 2 months for the oil to come over here. So the oil that is already here that is being spent on gasoline and used for gasoline and everything is at the old prices, for God's sakes. There's no need for it to go up this fast.
And
bam, I'm done.
They're bringing in all this money, and these guys with their ditzy blonde wives. I was watching Landman.
Yeah, that was Demi Moore. Demi Moore came in.
It took me over half a season to realize that was Demi Moore.
Definitely not a shaved head anymore on that.
She's not G.I. Jane.
Yeah. Underrated movie.
Hall of Shame. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to do it again. Major League Baseball. Opening day is Wednesday, but it's a night game on Netflix, and it's an interleague game. And then teams play Thursday, but not the Braves. They don't play till Friday. You can't have 3 opening days.
Who's going to win and be in the World Series? Are we going to do that next week?
I don't care.
We used to do that. You would say, AL East is this and that.
You want to do it next week?
Sure, we can do that.
Let's watch a weekend of baseball.
Yeah.
And I'll let you decide if the Dodgers are going to win or not.
Because I will guarantee you with my son, we will watch everything Red Sox for a couple of days, Braves for my Winterville team. I'm not the Red Sox this year. I changed to the Braves as a promise to one of the kids. So I'll watch everything, get it all dialed in.
All right, we'll do our predictions next week. Anything else, Jennings? Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame?
Where's J-Bone?
All right, so
definitely Hall of Shame.
What was last Tuesday?
I think we've been playing baseball every Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah, now the conference has started. There's only one midweek game.
He was here to start the show, but he left before you got here.
I think he's avoiding me because
and y'all haven't spoken since you called him out on the air and said, "I'm glad he's not here."
Well, because he always talks NFL, and then I get bored.
And you said, "I don't like the way he looks, Shirley."
That's not what I said. I said that.
We have you saying it.
I don't like the way he looks.
You just said it.
I said that about the Miami quarterback, and I still stand by it. I don't like the way he looks. So.
I don't like the way he looks.
Nope, sure don't. I will forever stand by that.
The Jennings Jarrett beef, I'm going to say is real. Jarrett has not spoken to her. He has said some things about you when you're not around.
What?
Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
No, I think he. No, it's.
Would you rather squash the beef or keep it going?
I don't care.
Let's keep it going.
For the plot, I don't even think he knows that we have beef. I don't even think he knows that I said on the air that.
Oh, he knows.
So if
that
we all
you
go to
said,
a
I'm glad he's
baseball
not
game-
here. And he said, I heard that.
Can he come sit in our station for baseball? You'll allow it? Because every once in a while he'll like plop down. I was like, hey, what's up? Hey man, what's going on?
Yeah.
Nah, there's not really a beef, but he is aware of your comments. I'll say that.
All I said was, guys, I don't care about the NFL. I really don't.
Especially this time of year.
All I said, yeah. Actually, I usually never care unless it's the Super Bowl. So I get bored during my segment sometimes, and I'll just sit here like this. You could probably go back and look at the post. I'm literally just sitting here like this.
Because he goes on Raiders rants.
Yeah.
We got all in on behind Keaton Mitchell the last 2 years, like in the NFL. I'm not a huge NFL person.
Oh, y'all went Ravens?
Hannah was all, let's go home and watch the Ravens. I was like, all right, cool deal, let's go. Now what do I do? I mean, like.
Go Chargers.
Yeah, can't do it. I don't like their coach.
You don't like the way he looks?
Not at all.
I don't like the way he looks.
Okay.
Short fella.
Jennings, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
I'm going to effort Adler next week.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through the proper channels. You can go through the improper channels, and we'll see if we can get them here. BMan, we'll talk to you next segment. Talk some Pirate baseball and more. Bryce Williams said he'd be a little late, but we'll check in with him as well. And we'll hear on our New Blue Pirate Report from Mike Wright and Anthony Smith from today's Pro Day. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
For over 40 years, Greenville Motor Company has been the name Greenville Trust. Driven by service, powered by trust, and now offering one of the area's best service centers, 8 full-service bays working on all makes and models. Their certified team can diagnose, address, and repair any issue, big or small. From oil changes to engine work, go to a repair center that you can trust for the life of your vehicle. Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
It's bow time.
Finally, lunchtime. I'm starving.
What's that?
This is the Bojangler from Bojangles.
With the same bold flavor as their chicken?
The same.
And fries.
The same.
Huh. Well, I've got a PB&J.
Yeah, that's not the same.
A crispy fish fillet dusted in Bo's famous seasoning. With cheese and tartar sauce on a fluffy bun, the Bojangler's back. Hook one while you can. It's bow time.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. You can shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we're going to have a pitching change in Durham because Pirates just gave up a 2-run bomb. It is Duke 3.
It was well struck. I was watching it when I was trying to snap it. Shirley turn around, but she was busy. I didn't want to yell. I didn't know what she had going on. But
she's producing the show, reading a live ad, and you're trying to tell her to stop
at the time,
and watch
she was
the
just
game?
she was just look. I didn't yell. I was just because I didn't interrupt her. I was just
all right. I know you and Shirley are cool and tight and everything, but
she's definitely in my top 3 here at Pirate Radio.
Don't snap at her, like even in a friendly way.
I didn't.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shirley top 5. By the way, our guy Rajay. So Shirley tweeted me or texted me this weekend. No. It was last Thursday. I was off. I thought it was the weekend.
Yeah.
Because that was cut day.
Yep.
And Rajay's name was not on the cut list.
Correct.
And so for the St. Louis Battlehawks, and I asked, where did you see that he didn't get cut? And basically she said he's not on the cut list. So I did text Rajay. He didn't text me, so I was like, I don't know. Should I ask him? If I ask a guy if he got cut and he says, yeah, I'm going to feel bad. I didn't even ask him, Shirley, if he got cut. I asked him, my words were, are you still in Texas? And he said, yes, sir. And I said, awesome. And that was it. So
yeah, well, I double
either he's
checked.
vacationing or he's still on the team, on the roster.
Well, I double checked because after you were like, are you sure he made the cut?
Sure.
And I went, oh no, you know what? Let me go back and look. So I actually went back and looked at their roster after. As a matter of fact, I double checked it again yesterday.
Okay.
And he is listed on the roster.
Awesome.
So is Isaiah Winstead for the Louisville Kings.
Rajay did, or somebody, no, you said that Shane Calhoun.
Shane Calhoun was the only one that I recognized name-wise that had been released.
Yeah. We'll talk to Rajay this week, but man, happy for him. And I don't know if there's more cuts. They're playing games this weekend, right?
Saturday, because Game 1 features the DC Defenders versus our St. Louis Battlehawks. DC Defenders has Cornell Powell as a wide receiver on their team, so that'll be a North Carolina connection there
Did you
as
ever
well.
see him play in high school, Cornell?
Mm-hmm.
I heard he was one-man show.
Different.
Yeah.
Just like when they had Andre Brown or when they had, Derek Cox. He walked me down one day in a football game.
You know, one of the best players I saw in high school, one-man show? Danny Webster.
Danny Webster?
little dude for Havelock and came to ECU, played receiver.
he did.
He played against Rose, and Rose had a dominant team. But, man, he put the team on his bike.
You look at the players that, people around here have gone and done, like Cornell Powell. Jonathan Williams was very good, too.
He was awesome. He was
and he was good here. He just couldn't stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Well, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry, sir.
No, he's late. You can.
Hey, where's my bracket?
Mini-me.
Where's
down
your bracket?
the bench.
It ain't on the wall.
Well, we got your stand. Where's the standings?
Oh, I know.
They don't go that low.
There. Guess mine's not worthy enough to be on the daggum wall.
Bryce is tied for 15th.
Golly, I at least gotta make.
Here, I will tell you. Here's who you are ahead of. Greg Hudson, who's been in athletics for 40 years, so that's good. Wes Hines, who.
There we go. He remembers back from when he was a daggum.
His first memory was when he was like 3 months old. He told that story on the air.
Wes, the brain surgeon. In the South region, your second round picks, you have Michigan State taking on Oral Roberts.
Right.
All right. So listen, I'm not going to argue that, but you're going with Michigan State, Oral Roberts. Now, in the winner of that game, you have Kentucky. What?
Yes. So Wes does have trouble filling out his bracket sometimes. He'll pick two teams and then pick it. Yeah. You're ahead of Jenny Shelton.
There we go.
And ahead of Ken Watlington from WNCT Channel 9.
I thought I was literally choosing these things pretty.
No, who'd you go crazy on?
I went crazy on the Florida.
Which is good because they lost their second game.
Oh, so we're good.
Yeah, they're out. They got upset by Iowa.
Man, and I have Iowa going. Didn't I have Iowa going? If my bracket was on the board, it'd be.
Where's Bryce's bracket, Shirley?
I swear it ain't up there.
Do we?
It's not the
on
fancy
the board.
Like he says, it's not up there.
Some of the brackets were not printed out.
No, but
I filled it out.
You filled it out online. You are still in the
right.
listings.
Did we lose
his actual sheet? Yeah, because it wasn't. Wait a minute. Hold
so
on.
which ones do you have on there? Is that
the fancy ones?
Is that the handwritten or the ones we did online?
The online one.
Oh man, so I don't even know if that matches. I don't even know if that matches my.
Look, I'm in first.
90%.
This is legit.
No,
I don't want any kind of y'all.
Even because it's handwritten, isn't up there.
Who do you have winning it though?
Arizona, who you said couldn't beat Duke.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't filling one out.
We got it. A little side wager.
Are you?
Hold on. I might still have
popcorn
it.
for the hot dog and a
Bryce has put the whole challenge under protest.
Yeah, I mean,
this may not even count.
No, I don't think it counts.
This is under appeal.
Did you do an online one?
No, because I did one here.
But how
I
are you?
have it here.
Thank you.
Can we?
I'm glad you can hold on.
Well, how do you know Bryce is 15th if he didn't do an online one?
Can Josiah hand that to me, please?
Sure.
So the written ones have no weight, so I guess I have to redo it.
No,
the written one was supposed to be entered into the online group that we have. So if it was not entered in the online group, that's not me.
Who is that?
Because it was taken out of my hands this year.
He's
from that
if
standpoint.
he's not online, how is he ahead of the people?
I don't know.
So you didn't fill one out online?
Well, no, I saw the text and I filled it out here, so I guess I'm good.
This is okay. You're right. This thing is a fraud. I don't know how
Hold on. We need to pull up the app. Let's pull up the app.
I'm not doing that.
Okay, I'm pulling up the app right now, and I need to. We're looking to see if Bryce's bracket is still on.
Bryce, you did some amazing things in the South. You correctly got Iowa, Nebraska, which probably nobody else did.
Dang, right? Yeah,
but you got Carolina and A&M.
No, his bracket is online.
Can we print it?
Somebody must have typed it in or something.
Can we
Yeah,
print
yeah,
it?
Mark did.
He just wants to be on the board.
Yes.
on the board,
No.
man.
Wait a second. Hold on. His the reason I did not put his up on the board was because the ones that got entered into our app, Mark printed those brackets out so I could put them up on the board. But you put yours in late after Mark had already printed out the first batch. I gave him your bracket. He entered it into the app, and then he gave it back to me. I just did not put it up on the door. Does that make sense?
Jamie says hashtag BracketGate.
Every dang year. See, here's the thing. We did the online thing because everybody was complaining about the fact that I got the numbers wrong and yada, yada,
not
yada.
Me. I like the old school. I don't like the online thing.
Well, it
Not
takes
me.
all the mistakes out and this, that, and the third. So I said, okay, let's do it that way, but I'm still going to put the sheets up on the board because I
Right.
like having them up there.
Bryce, you're in trouble though. Like you've got some great stuff here. You could get a Duke Nebraska Final Four. In fact, I mean at this point that could very well happen. You could get Arizona, but unfortunately Texas Tech you have in the championship.
Oh,
and they got beat by 40 the other night by Alabama.
I'm shot.
Alabama made 19 threes, I think, in that game. So you got Tennessee, Iowa State. Like man. You've done some great stuff here, but you got some big losses. UCLA's out. You got them in the Elite Eight. You went like all or nothing, kind of.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground with you. So
The St. John's Kansas thing that hurt a little bit too. I had St. John's beating Kansas.
Oh, I watched that game. I didn't know who I had winning, but
Rick Pitino.
who did I have winning?
Did you hear him explain that last second play?
Kansas, so crap talk.
let's give it to a guy to do a layup. I don't know.
Well, no. So he said he goes, we get there and the guy's like, hey, let's do power, and Pitino turns like, yeah, let's do power. I like that play, and they call it power. I don't understand it. The guy's like, wait a minute, power's giving the guy who's 0 for 6 today the ball to shoot, and it was too late, and he went and did it, and that's why he was like, well, crap.
Did that guy who scored the layup for St. John's was that his only basket of the night?
Yeah.
And then how about did you see the upset with High Point beating Wisconsin?
I didn't see it, but I heard.
You heard about so this Johnston guy was just lights out from 3. He gets the game-winning layup. It's his first 2-pointer of the whole season because all he does is shoot threes.
Wow.
First 2-pointer of the season.
Wow.
He scores on the game-winning layup in the tournament. So those are the fun stories of March.
Man.
All right. What we got going on up here, Brandon?
Something I wasn't paying attention. What just happened, intern guy?
Someone got hit.
We got Tanner. What we got? Hit by pitch.
Hit by pitch. Another one. Okay, that's 2 hit by pitches in a row.
So we got runners on first and second, nobody out. Pirates threatening here. Mike Mully said this was going to be a lot of runs, so I took his advice, and I would like to see 13 runs scored in this game, Brandon. But right now we are in the top of the 4th. It is 3-1 Duke. Pirates threatening, and they've had runners on. They have had activity every inning.
We really have the whole time, and then that's that. I don't know the identity of Duke this year. It's a new head coach.
Right.
I knew this, knew that. So I don't know if the hitting coach stayed the same.
So somebody, Corey Scott said he took Eric Tyler with him.
Okay.
Former Pirate
All
third
right.
baseman at Virginia now.
All right. Which is Virginia Tech.
Hey, explain to me what
Virginia.
Yeah, it is Virginia. You're
If
right.
you're going to correct me.
No,
you should.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you kind of had a condescending voice too, and you were wrong.
I always do.
That was a double whammy for you, Brandon. But we're good. We're fine. Virginia, go ahead.
Hey, what was the batter when he looked at his wrist?
Oh yeah,
the place.
So how's the batter controlled?
So Cliff's on third, and he'll look at his sheet, and he's got a play sheet like he's Sean
Andy
McVay over
Reid.
here.
Yeah, Sean McVay.
Got like all the reds are bunts and blues are hit and runs, and these are takes. And he'll look at it, and he'll say, "All right." He'll say 4-2-4. You just flip and say 4-2-4's. I'm gonna fake bunt. And then 5-2-5 is also a fake bunt, and 2-5-6 is also a fake bunt.
Okay, all right.
And then
now we're getting some commentary.
All right,
here.
now we get to a play and we run it, and that's what we do that play.
What do you mean, like take? They just take a swing?
They will,
but it's also for the runners too, right?
Yeah, it's for the runners to know what's going on, and sometimes it's just like it can be like, hey, look happy out there. I mean, it could be anything just to say, because you can't just do something on right before you do it. You got to sort of play the game a little bit. And
correct me if I'm wrong, Brandon, but they switch out the cards.
You switch them out every inning.
Yeah, in case somebody's stealing your signs or whatever.
Every time I've tried to figure out where it was like, hey, odd innings, we're doing, okay, he says 1, 2, 3. All right, they just did a.
I like that you do that like throughout the whole last 5 years, trying to figure out what.
Well, no, like I was like, all right, for this, I think they changed it up every game, but it's like, all right, odd innings is this, and evens innings is this. All right, this game.
You don't usually have this, Bryce, but they have more convoluted play calls than you did when you were at ECU when y'all were running just the hurry up offense or whatever.
They'll do something like, okay, we're going to fake bunt,
But what's the
take.
benefit of
Fake bunt, take.
Yeah, it brings in the defense, and
he pulled around, and when he threw it, he pulled his bat back.
But like, what's the benefit?
What's the benefit of that?
Oh, I am getting into the weeds.
You're getting
I'm
me.
testing you.
You're testing me.
Brandon don't like it.
I'm not a big fan of all of it, but he's gonna see. So
how often can you fake bunt? What if it's
as many
a strike?
times you want to? That's some people will call this Little League baseball because you used to the Little Leaguers go like that. And it
all right,
gets on the
Brandon, this is
pitcher's
for
nerves.
you. You always bring up names that only me and you and people in Winterville know, but this is the Tyler Allen technique.
Yeah, okay.
And it used to annoy the
What in the what? This is like 4. So you can fake bunt.
Fake bunt to get the pitcher's eyes off the mitt. Okay, and if he's thrown 2 balls in a row, why not do it again? 3 balls, then you get a free base. 4 balls, get a free base.
And that's just what happened.
And he walked him.
Now it's loaded.
Now you have bases loaded, no outs. We're supposed to get
That's crazy.
2 minimum.
2 minimum is what we should get. So we probably not knowing what's coming in, whether it is he looks like he's a bigger guy. I'm going to say he's a power arm.
Well, he's a lefty.
Oh, okay. So when the lefty pitches, he is going to be going away from first base. So if you do a bunt right now, which I don't know where we're coming up in our lineup at, I might throw a suicide to get a runner in, but this base is loaded, so you can turn 2 with the wrong pitcher up there. So you never want to do it, but I mean, we got to do something to get a run in. I just assume go out there. The infield is going to be in. Let's go out there and just rip it into the outfield, pop fly to the center fielder, get 1 run in. Then it'll be runners on first and second with 1 out. And then we bunt them second and third to try to get the second out.
Jamie said he'd like to see more power, more hitting, but he says the hitting is clearly better than most of last year. Do you agree?
I agree in spurts. You can tell that and we're getting into Pirate baseball talk now, which is awesome, but you can tell that we started changing what we're doing, and Coach Goat's done a very good job. I've seen him with some players and pull some guys to the side and really do some great talks out there.
Okay.
But he's used to coaching SEC guys and ACC bodies, and there's a big difference between a guy that's 6'4" hitting third and fourth, and Austin Irby hitting third and fourth, who's not 6'4", 240 pounds of muscle. Now Austin Irby's, jack little dude. I love how he walks like it was always leg day. That really gets me.
Which was the beach.
He's like, okay. But 6'5", 235. That's a body. I mean, he needs to be playing.
We were talking to Bryce when you weren't here one day, Brandon, about where he'd play at baseball, Rogers. And I said first base, and he said or pitcher, and I was like, yeah, pitcher. There's a lot of tall pitchers. But like Richie Sexton, remember him?
Yeah,
6'8", 6'7", over there at first base. That would be Bryce.
Go Google his slow pitch softball. After he got finished playing baseball, he went and played softball and just hit yaks.
I saw him play with the K Tribe.
Yeah, sure did.
BMan, you need to run.
We're gonna see what happens right here before I go get in the car.
On that note, how are we doing? We're only 1 game behind Brandon Manning's path to hosting a regional, and the good news is you've got a 1.
No, I'm in conference. In conference, I'm even. Because I got 2-1 in conference to start us off.
I know, but we lost to Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, we did. Did lose the Penn.
So we're a game off.
But
you have us going. Well, you got 2-2 this week. If we could get a 3-1 week, we'll be back on track.
Yes, but today's very important.
Today's huge.
It's very, very huge. Did we get a W?
No.
Come on, right here.
And this at bat is huge.
Okay. Do a strike. We were probably taking till we get a strike there.
Braden Burris up with the bases loaded. Pirates down.
That's our best bunter. They might. Hey, let's see what he does with 1 strike.
Walker Barron is the runner at second.
Strike 2.
Had to do something, right? What do you do here?
I love talking to Jack Herring at Media Day about 2 strike counts and the battle that ensues.
2 strike. He's going to spread out a little bit right there with his legs.
He's spreading out.
Take a little bit off his lower half, less movement, so he won't have quite as much pop.
So I guess basically, Brandon, you're going more contact than power here. You're just trying to get the bat on the ball with 2 strikes.
You're trying to do something. I would assume they probably have corners are probably in, middle of the infield is probably back, playing for a double play on a ground ball at the middle.
So they give up a run.
So they're going to give up a run for a double play.
Nope.
There we go. Good eye.
Take. So, and I don't love baseball the way Brandon does, Bryce, but like baseball heads like Brandon will tell you there are like 1,000 things going on each pitch. And it's kind of true. I mean, there's a lot going on out there.
I always just stood where I was supposed to stand. And
Right.
the ball.
Quit playing with the dirt, Bryce.
Bryce is picking grass in left field.
Finding those dandelion
Clips eating sunflower seeds at first.
It's been an interest. I mean, I haven't really learned that much.
Not deep enough.
So he tried to get the bat out there
Yeah.
just to get a run in, but it did not happen. And now, Brandon, we're in a little bit of trouble.
Now you're in trouble
Because he didn't go deep enough, so he couldn't check up and
tag from third.
Right.
Yeah.
He just got it off the end. He just kind of threw his bat head out there on a probable ball. But you gotta, if it's close enough if it's close enough to be called a strike, you got to swing at it with 2 strikes.
Don't like those numbers. Pirates 1 for 10 today with runners in scoring position.
We're gonna turn that around right here.
Left the bases loaded in the first, man on third in the second, and I guess one on last month inning.
So anything,
last week month inning.
Anything's better than a double play right here.
Yeah.
So I mean I'm just no double plays.
I've learned a lot in the past 5 years, I'd say, of living permanently in Greenville. Spending out some buddies who are baseball players and brother-in-law and
BMan's
BMan.
good. He's a good guy to have coaching the youth in baseball, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Got our first opening week for everybody this week.
Winterville Braves.
Yeah.
Who we got?
Did y'all change your name from the Pirates?
That's
a different team. We're the Braves this year. We got to design our own jerseys this year, so I did design.
Goodness gracious! Back-to-back pop-ups, and now they're loaded with 2 outs.
You cannot see, but Cliff Godwin is internally cussing.
That's brutal. Because this is 1, 2, 3 of the order too, right, Brandon?
Oh yeah.
First,
Oh yeah. But they brought in a soft throwing lefty to try to get us to do that. I mean, they did what they did what they're supposed to do. I mean, you bring in a guy that hey, ECU can't hit this, so
need something.
So this will be the second time we've left bases loaded.
That happens, yeah.
That hurts.
Need something here.
I'm trying to think of a comparable with football. 3 and out, I guess, or
not scoring from the first and goal of the one or whatever.
First and goal of the one twice.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if that's settled.
First and goal, and you get like a pass interference on third down. That's what just happened.
And you get another set of downs.
You get another set of downs. Plus 6 inches closer. I mean, it's.
Here we go, Jim.
This is kind of like our watch party.
It is.
Just a little calmer.
Superstitious Bears. All right, Bryce. The count is 3-0 here. So he's thrown 3 balls in a row. Would you give the take sign? Do not swing to the batter, or would you say, hey, swing away?
I'm going take.
All right, Brandon, what do you got?
Take.
Yep, I agree.
Nice. I'm a baseball.
Oh.
Got him.
That's
but I mean, like, okay, let's sit here and do it.
So this is a big mind game.
Shirley, I need you to watch.
I was like,
be a team player. Big situation.
It's tough.
Big situation. We need Anna Sawyer hitting is what we freaking need in there, right, Shirley?
Here we go, Jay. Oh,
strike 2.
Good
Dang.
ball.
Hey, what do you do here?
So you have
gotta swing,
you
right?
got 2 outs, 3-2 count, bases loaded. You're gonna, as soon as the pitcher starts his way home, you're gonna start running.
The guys are going to run because if it's a ball, it's a walk.
It's a walk.
And if it's an out, it's an out. So the guys will be stealing. That would have been big.
That
you know what I'm
would've been 2
saying?
runs, yeah.
So the guys.
Did it call fair?
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
we got 3 runs.
Wait, what?
Yes. That must have hit chalk.
I turned my head. I thought it was foul.
I thought it was a pop-up.
No, I knew it was a line drive. I just thought it was foul.
Did they get 3, Brandon, or 2?
Wow.
2.
3. It's 4.
3, yeah, they got 3.
All right. 3 run, bases clear and double.
Because of the 2 outs, he was able to go ahead and get started. I
thought it was foul because he thought it was foul. Look. Oh, he didn't know where it was. Bryce thought it was a pop-up because he was looking up.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Look at that.
That's huge.
It had a little English on it that made it trickle to the side fence there.
Wow.
That was Jack Herring?
Cool.
Yes.
All right.
Dang, that's big.
Man, that's great. Big time plays.
We need to take a break.
All right.
I want to keep it here.
That's awesome.
But we need to take a break. Should we take a break, Shirley?
There's 2 outs, Shirley.
I know. I want to. Well, I'll stall a little bit, but we need to
But because
at least
if you
start the
think
music.
about it too much, then it's you're there, and then
Brandon, you got to go.
I do. Hannah's already pulled up my Slack. She's taking my daughter to work for me. She just sent a text message like, Maggie, you read my mind. I'm a bad dad. I'm bad.
But a great baseball fan.
I am a great baseball fan, but I owe my wife for this. I might have to stop and get her some dinner or something.
You might feed her tonight?
I cooked steak the other night.
And that ain't enough for her? God,
he
Hannah.
definitely thought it was.
Hannah, you're needy. Don't tell her. Edit that out. All right, we'll be back after this. Pirates looking to add one more, up 4-3 in the fourth on the Bucs scoreboard with a man on second. Thank you, BMan. Back with Bryce after this.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiden Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
When work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series, or go big with the 1000 line. Built for 3, 5, or 6. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Always wear your seatbelt and close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arr! Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Chico's in downtown Greenville is celebrating 43 years of business all month long in March with a special anniversary menu. Grab your amigos and enjoy blasts from the past menu favorites like Cancun oysters, chili dog, costillas, and chili rellenos. The celebration doesn't stop with your favorite Mexican food. Drop in for one of those famous Chico's margaritas in the bar or outside on the patio. Hurry in, the celebration menu ends March 31st. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings and loan rates, everything from automobile, boat, and home loans. First Flight has you covered. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Sorry, dude. I'm trying to make a quick phone call real quick. Duke gets out of the inning. Pirates strand the bases loaded again, but they do have a 4-3 lead. This person does not have my number, so may not answer. Yes, Brandon, she does not have my number. We do not talk.
You don't have my number in your phone.
That is true.
And we do talk. I don't have Clip's number in my phone.
We do.
That's hilarious. You just know the number.
No,
Facebook.
We do everything through Facebook.
Oh my God!
Well, you'll be glad to know, Brandon. Your wife does not answer other men's phone calls.
Yeah, we go.
I was going to apologize for my comments. Hannah is not needy. She is awesome.
She is awesome,
and that is the reason I joked about that, because she can take a joke,
and she would understand. Like, okay, everybody, stay right where you are.
Yeah,
we just scored a bunch of runs. Don't move. We're so superstitious.
Yeah.
It's more than just beer. It's seats. It's everything that's working.
Superstitious beers. Superstitious beers.
All right, so Brandon, who told me he had to leave, is still here. Bryce really does have to leave, so we need to do some stuff before he leaves.
That's an interesting pitching.
Shirley, can we hear? So Pro Day today. I tell you what, before we get to that, Bryce, what do you remember about Pro Day?
The Broncos scout made me start over 3 times.
In what drill?
The 40.
God.
The wonderful 40. I'm like, son of a...
What were you doing wrong?
I guess I wasn't holding it long enough. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you have to hold the stance for like 3 seconds or some crocker crap.
All right, we're going to...
Stop, Brandon. And
I didn't say anything, guys.
Now, let me ask you this. Some guys, like, how much did you train for Pro Day?
Yeah, I mean, a pretty good amount. I mean...
Where did you do it at?
I went to Nashville at the D1 there.
Okay, so
I was there training and...
and it's just like nonstop doing the drills. It's like no football, right? It's like
barely. I mean,
well, you do catch them.
You do some catching and stuff, but as far as like the actual football itself, not really. I mean, not any blocking stuff, but you're really working with routes and still staying on top of it.
So do you do like the cone, like the side?
The 3-cone, the pro shuttle, the 40, and then your bench stuff.
You love the weight room. How'd you do in that department?
I did good with my for my class. I did 21 reps, but then they took 2 away from me because I arched, and then that ended up being.
Well, I don't say this. You're a tall guy with long arms, man. Like I mean, I could bench press a lot when I was in high school and college and stuff, but I got short old arms and a big chest.
Yeah.
You ain't go too far.
Like 4 inches, Bryce is having to do like twice for everyone I go at one, and I just don't think that's fair.
It's a tough thing. I enjoy it. And it was funny, that guy, that strength coach who took the reps away was my strength coach at the Rams.
Oh, wow.
He said, "Dad, take something from me?" I said, "Yep. Yes, you did."
That's funny.
It cost me $300,000.
Yeah.
So how much communication did you have with scouts that day? Any at all, as far as like, we liked you, or?
Honestly,
because I don't really see, because I saw Sam Danka today, and he talks to everybody. He's awesome, but he was like around 3 scouts, like asking them what was on their paper and stuff. I don't see a lot of that interaction between scouts and players.
Not really. I don't really think I talked to them a whole lot. I mean, I think they saw it at the combine, and then all I wanted to do was rerun the 40, and then I get shafted, and he makes me start for 3 times. Because I mean, once you're in that stance, there's that slight bit of fatigue that you're doing holding, and you're kind of burning some energy. So I was rather really ticked off, actually, that he did that to me. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
So the year before was Cardi. The year after was Zay. Who were seniors with you? Do you remember?
Zeke
was a senior with you?
Zeke Bigger, Josh Hawkins.
Brandon maybe Williams, or was he the year before?
He was year before.
Okay. Josh Hawkins.
Yeah, Jay Hawk. He had a good pro day.
Who threw to you at pro day?
His name, oh my gosh, this is bad. Coach Matt, he trained me at D1. He played at like Notre Dame. He was a quarterback.
Because we didn't have a QB here.
Nope.
Around?
He came. I was only a QB, and he was going to throw to me. And then some of the other receivers came in, and I was like, he's kind of like, I just want to throw to you. But oh my gosh, this is bad. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Did he play?
He played
quarterback.
Yeah,
somebody?
Notre Dame and somewhere else.
Matt.
Give me a second. Golly, I cannot remember his name. I'll think of it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, what was his name?
What year you think he played in college?
Probably early 2000. Probably I would say in the Skip Holtz era year, so early 2000s ish, before the 10s.
Matt LaVecchio. Was a quarterback.
Gosh, what was his name?
I don't know.
It's bad. I got to find it.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
it's gonna bother me.
There we go. So, do we got you got a few minutes, or you need to bounce now? You got to go to UBE.
Yeah,
we'll let you get out of here. We'll hear Anthony Smith when we return. But today, Anthony Smith, I thought ran really well. I heard Bryce, because everything's unofficial out there. They don't tell you nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta really sniff for the information yourself.
Yeah, I wonder who.
Heard he ran a 4.41,
Nice.
and then they turned around and ran again, and heard it was in the 4.3s. I don't know if that's true. They ran at the Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium field. Y'all used to do it out on the practice field.
Yeah, why would
and
they
you
do
would
the
think you would want to use turf. I don't know.
100% would want to use turf.
I don't know.
Turf's.
And the thought is, all right, well, let's see you on a real grass surface, but what percentage of NFL fields are grass these days?
I feel like
It's pretty damn low.
Yeah. Well, I thought it'd be more, right? I mean,
I don't know. You think of all the domes and the retractable roofs and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a ton of turf up. But anyway, I thought that was interesting that they. And then once we get that indoor done, Brandon, I guess it'll all be in there.
Yeah.
When I see like the big college pro day clips, they're all indoor
that'd be
inside the facility. So anyway, all right, Bryce.
Appreciate y'all having me. I'm gonna come up with that because you may have watched me familiar with their tags.
Name that quarterback when you can figure him out. Well, we'll talk to you next week. Pirate Radio Outdoors, Strouds Marine. You do anything this week or got any plans?
Got the boat really fixed up. What did I do? That's going
Posted pictures of it because it is for sale.
Yeah,
that's right. It is. We got use your time wisely, Bryce.
Bryce always has something for sale, or he's buying something.
The boat is for sale. But I think I just did a lot of boat prep. And
hey, Strouds Marine, the place to go for 100%. Boat prep.
I was literally just on their Facebook page looking for something.
Yeah,
so we're good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Bryce.
Thanks, y'all.
We'll take a break, come back. Brandon had to leave 20 minutes ago. We'll see if he's here when we get back.
I did. Something changed.
Back after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Hey Birdland, baseball is back, and there's no better place to be than Camden Yards on March 28th as the O's take on the Minnesota Twins. Be there early. 15,000 fans will receive an exclusive Kyle Bradish jersey hoodie presented by Autumn Lake Healthcare. The perfect layering piece for springtime at the yard. Don't miss the energy, the excitement, and a giveaway you'll want in your regular rotation. Visit Orioles.com/tickets.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
The 9th annual NC Pirate Classic is back. Coming Saturday, April 4th. Presented by Whitetail Properties Real Estate. Youth hunters from all over the state are headed east, and the top scoring birds will win great prizes. Weigh-in will be held at Davenport Farms on Highway 264 in Greenville. Brought to you by Sam Jones Barbecue, the Dixie Deer Classic, Grady White Boats, Greenville Marine and Outdoor Shop, Mountain Dew, Country Mart, Moultrie Cameras, Carolina Ice, Simply Natural Creamery, Fox Brothers Construction, BAM Pest Control, Doug Henry of Farmville, American Threads, Corey Kennedy State Farm, and the Robinson Law Firm. Registration is now open for all youth turkey hunters at ncpirateclassic.com. We'll see you there.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports, across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
This is Clip Brock, host of PRL, every weekday at 3, right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation, and at Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Brandon Manning, still here. He had to leave 40 minutes ago. But the Pirates started hitting. They started scoring runs, and Brandon is an alum and a true fan and would not leave his seat. And that has led to a 5-3 ECU lead. So well done, BMan. Chan Man's back.
What's up? Brandon, good to see you, buddy.
Oh, dear.
I was in your neck of the woods today. I went to have lunch at Burrito Shack.
Oh, yes. What did you get?
I got the build your own bowl with brown rice, some ground beef, seasoned ground beef, pico de gallo, queso, a little hot sauce.
You know what I like there, Brandon? The pineapple salsa.
That is pretty good. That's what I was about to say, actually.
Yeah, love that.
So have you tried one of the, I do the build your own salad most of the time, but have you tried one like is it the S curve or?
No, I need to try. See, I'm bad for this at restaurants of just getting the same thing every time and being afraid to try something new. But I don't build the bowl. I just tell them what to build, but I build a pretty good bowl. So
okay, it's fine.
I haven't been able to, but I've heard a lot of different good things.
Second straight day you've been in Brandon's neck of the woods. You were at his table yesterday and then left and went to another table.
That he did. Thanks for bringing that up, Clipper.
Yeah, thanks, Clip.
Appreciate you.
Bigger name got big league by Zach. Zach was actually sitting with me, and he got up and was like, I'm going to go sit next to Shirley. And I was like,
Zach Cap?
Yes, he got up from my table. I was literally sitting over there like, do I smell bad? What's going on? I got up with random intern number 8, one of the new guys. I don't remember. Logan.
Cole Martin? The grandson of Charlie Martin?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Really? Is he an intern?
Yeah.
I did not know that. I didn't.
Conley.
So I mean, obviously Charlie, we know Charlie, and I knew his dad, and his dad apologized for my dad, which I thought was funny. You know, hey, Mr. Charlie, Brent, hey Brent, oh Dale's boy, I'm so sorry.
Man, I saw. Check out our photos at Pirate Radio. Pictures of the event yesterday. Chandler, you are shaking Mr. Charlie Martin's hand, and I'm going in. Actually, these were from 252 Buzz. I'm going in for a huge handshake. I got it cocked back.
You were cocked back, and look, I was still engaged with Charlie. I was still shaking his hand, and it looked like you're.
I'm blocking him out.
I had it ready to go, man. But great event. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and thanks to Brandon Manning for being there.
Yes, sir.
Representing
Charlie
Farm
Martin,
Bureau.
one of the original junglers.
Yes, sir. Really, really great guy. You used to call him Weekend at Bernie's. Kind of looked like him back in the day with the mustache. Do we not agree?
Totally agree.
He's Weekend at Bernie's.
Totally
guy.
agree.
All right. While we're on the topic of baseball, Shirley, great edition of the Brandon Golden Show. A full sit down in season, day before game with Cliff Godwin. And you can hear that and watch that on YouTube. Here's part of that conversation.
Can you talk about like the hitting routine and like the early hitting routine and how you constructed that and how that's been a staple in our program since day one?
So I just was a big believer because I was not very good at baseball, and so I had to, outwork people. And Jay talked about this last night, man. It's such gold in my opinion. Hey, find the best person at your sport, your profession, whatever it is. See what they do. And do more. It's crazy, right?
It's very simple.
Like we got all this information out there, and it's pretty simple.
Yeah, just go get it.
Brandon Golden, Cliff Godwin. Brandon, you were saying while we were listening to that, you talked to Brandon yesterday, and great dude.
Solid
and
dude.
is very respected in his field.
He is one of the best. He has taken a lot of guys. I sent him a guy who was at one college and wasn't getting a lot of playing time. Had been with several pitching coaches, several this, several that. Went with BG for 2 months and increased by 4 miles an hour and felt stronger. A local kid from Conley, and I think he told me yesterday. I may be wrong. I thought he said he was going to go work. Yeah, he's going to somewhere in the Midwest to work with quarterbacks and their throwing motions and things like that.
Interesting.
So I got to get that. That would be like a cool convo for. I know everybody would get involved with that one.
So I watched Hard Knocks last year. It was Bills, right? Because it was Josh Allen. Yeah. And they had a dude like breaking down every millisecond of his delivery and throw. And we're like, if you move your shoulder this way just that much, you'll get another mile per hour on your ball or whatever. It's crazy, like the science of it all.
Like you look at people who could just throw it. Like Colin Kaepernick had a cannon, but it was so ugly. And Phillip Rivers had a cannon, and it was it was just
throwing darts.
Throwing darts. But then you look at people who could just sling a football, and they got everything they could out of their body. Whether it's a Brett Favre or a Doug Flutie, if you will. I mean, Doug Flutie was like 5'2".
Yeah.
Had a
that is funny because some guys throw it effortlessly, and Favre looked like he was like throwing his arm out every bomb.
Yeah.
And some guys like Mike Vick would flick his wrist it would go.
I would hate to see
yards.
Mike Vick play baseball. Like there's videos of Kaepernick playing baseball.
Jameis was a pitcher.
Jameis Winston at Florida State.
Jameis Winston was good, and oh my God,
Russell Wilson played at State.
Russell Wilson plays at State and still goes to a lot of spring trainings just to hang out.
Jeff Samardzija.
Jeff Samardzija. What's the freaking Chiefs quarterback? Oh my God.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, he was very good too.
Well, his daddy was a great pitcher.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. All right, we need to take our final break. We'll come back.
I'm out. So I mean, we're going. We got a lead going.
Got out of the inning.
We're going to the 7th.
5-3 headed to the 6th, I believe.
If we lose, I will take the blame.
No, you're off the hook, man.
No,
you stayed for a huge rally.
I may have to pay child support and stuff like that, but
that is true.
Yeah, she might leave me.
All right. Well, good luck with your love life and ECU baseball. Back with you to wrap it up on a Tuesday after this.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Are You Okay? And Are You Okay at ECU is a community-wide mental health event coming to Pitt County on March 25th. This is Dr. Andrew Herdman from East Carolina University, and Are You Okay encourages people to simply to check in on one another, listen, and connect them to mental health resources in our community if necessary. It's okay not to be okay. It's not okay to stay there alone. Join the movement. Go to Instagram, RUOK_Pitt County.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This March, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event, all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Does this warm weather find you dreaming about weekends on the water? Make it happen with a boat loan from First Flight Credit Union. Whether you're upgrading your fishing boat, cruising with your family, or chasing sunsets, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, and fast and local decisions, so you can spend less time waiting and more time boating. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. All local residents are membership eligible. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Ooh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a down day for the stock market today. The Dow was down 84 points at 46,124. The NASDAQ was down 184 points at 21,761, and the S&P dropped 20 4 points and closed out the day at 6,556. That is your Wells Fargo Advisor Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right, before we wrap things up, let's get On This Day in Sports History, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Josiah, can I get you to the mic? You think you know a little NFL trivia, maybe?
All right, let's go.
All right. I'm not going to give you the year, but we'll do that later. What tight end has the postseason records for most receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns in NFL history? What
tight end?
Yes.
Is it like older player? For sure, right?
You saw this guy play.
Wait, is it Gronk?
It is Gronk. On this day in 2019, he announced his retirement. But did he come back just like Brady and play with the Bucs later?
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl with Brady.
Yeah, so he came back and played after his retirement. Shirley.
Yes.
On this day in 1985, she won her third straight WTA Tour Championship, beating Helena Sukova 6-3, 7-5, 6-4. Basically, name an old women's tennis player.
There's a couple. Monica Seles?
Foreign-born.
Oh, Martina Navratilova.
Very good. All right, I'm going to go back, Josiah. This was before your time, I know. But do you know what legendary Michigan State point guard, basketball Hall of Famer, on this day in 1979, had 29, 10, and 10 in the NCAA tournament in a win over Penn State? Might have been a Big Ten tournament.
You said 1979?
79, Michigan State point guard, all-time great, Hall of Famer.
I wouldn't know it.
Okay. Magic.
Oh, Magic.
He's a Michigan State guy. And Chandler, on this day in 1975, Muhammad Ali knocked out Chuck Wepner. And apparently, an actor, a guy was in the stands for this fight. And it became this movie.
Rocky?
Series. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone?
Apparently, Stallone saw the fight. Chuck Wepner was not a good boxer, but lasted 15 rounds, just taking shot after shot.
Wow.
And I guess inspired the movie Rocky. Let's see. Anything else? That might be it for On This Day, presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. This is not an On This Day, but I did see this today. This Hall of Fame, I'm going to just say Hall of Fame from the Miami Hurricanes was the 1999 NCAA champion javelin thrower. I just learned this today. Hall of Famer from the U.
From the U.
Was the 1999 javelin throwing champion in the NCAA.
Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed. You were on the right track.
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed. And there was like a video of him throwing a javelin.
Wow.
And it just said, hey, guys, play multiple sports. But that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Ed Reed. But Ron Ayers, great sponsor.
Absolutely. Since 1985, they've been your go-to for motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides, power equipment, and more. Visit their 30,000 square foot showroom featuring Honda, Suzuki, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Hustler, and Steel. Ron Ayers Motorsports, over 50 years of quality and adventure. So go by, see Jimmy Stallings. I believe they're actually in the works of expanding their showroom and their warehouse. So that is exciting news. So you can go see Jimmy and his crew at Ron Ayers Motorsports today or tomorrow or all week long, right there north of the airport in Greenville, Highway 11.
All right, just had a challenge at the plate, and I think it's going to stand with that last replay I saw. He was called out.
He's safe. He's safe.
That angle looks a lot better for ECU than the other one I saw. If the run scores, it'll be 6-3 Pirates. If not, they'll have a 5-3 lead in the 6th inning. That wraps it up for today's show. Thank you, Shirley, Josiah, Tanner. J-Man, good to see you as always, buddy. Man. And we will be back with you at this microphone coming up Wednesday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Cliff Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WG.